Welcome to Senior Night 2025. It'll be an action-packed matchup, but even more than that, it'll be a great chance to honor these seniors on 4 years of a lot of basketball between a lot of them, and going to be a great atmosphere, big crowd. One person that couldn't make it, Sam Robb, he won't be here tonight. Joining me in his place, Dagan Phillips. Dagan, how does it feel to be here?
I think it's my third time being here. So second, one of the two, maybe third. But still feeling great, Sam.
Absolutely. No matter how many times you've been here, you know now is the time for the national anthem. So we'll stand, take the headsets off for that. Don't go anywhere. But right now what we'll do is announce the starting fives from each team. Starting with number 11 on Cumberland County's team. Let me get their names for you. I don't have their numbers, I don't think, so I'm going to have to go to Max Preps for that. So Wilson, I caught that much. Let's see. Number 11, that looks like Lexi Carroll. 15, Hedgecoth. That'll be a fun one to say. We'll get the rest of them later, but right now we're going to take and turn our attention to the Warriorettes starting five. A little added wrinkle. Of course, as always, we're going to start with the senior, number 3, Ava Jones. Hope she has a big night on senior night. She rarely disappoints. Then we've got number 5, Bella Winningham, to follow her. Then we've got number 13, Gracie Clark, followed by number 14, Lakeland Grasty. And then to round out the starting five, the boys' halftime interviewee, number 15, that's the senior Kennedy Billings. Good for her, getting her first start here on senior night. Little jersey toss. You could tell that she'd been practicing that one, put a lot behind it. As the rest of those Lady Jets, number 24, Cadence Wilson. Let's see, that's number 23. Believe that's Abby Houston. And then 33, Carly Colleen. Or maybe, I think that's Beth Ann Brewer. Their rosters don't make it easy on you. As right now we're about to jump, and the tip's underway, corralled by the Warriorettes. Here comes Grasty, bringing the ball up the court, and wouldn't it be symbolic to get the ball in the hands of one of the seniors for the first points of the evening. Grasty gonna get it over to Winningham at the wing. Back to Grasty, gonna drive in, crossover, find Jones. Jones going to work, gonna find Clark in the paint. Clark out, Winningham, three, no good. Rebounded, Gracie Clark, put back up. Quick 2-0 lead for the Warriorettes.
No senior first point.
No, not quite, but I'm sure they'll get plenty from here on out. Dump down low to Brewer. Kick out for three. It's pure. Number 15, Hawkins, Aaliyah Hawkins hit that one. Warriorettes facing a press here, breaking it with relative ease into the hands of Clark. Gonna float one to Grassley, gonna drive in, take the floater, and lips out. Rebounded by Billings. Jump ball going the Lady Jets' way.
This is like a very unique press that these Lady Jets are running. I'm not sure what it is, or if they just didn't have enough time to set up. But if they keep running that, hopefully we'll just keep breaking it that easily.
Absolutely. Cross-court pass is going to get it down low. Extra pass. Going to dribble out. Wise move with Jones right there. Going to shoot over the top of her off the backboard. Rebounded by Winningham. She's bringing the ball down. Going to push ahead to Clark. Tried to force one in the paint. Stolen away by the Lady Jets. Bringing it into the open court, switching hands, and knocked out by Jones. Going to stay Lady Jets basketball. As we got 6.5 minutes to go right here. Warriorettes down 3-2 on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Lady Jets the inbound right here. And blew up that screen. Going to drive in now on Winningham and a travel. Good call there. It was less of a travel, more of a journey. 6:23 to go right here. You were talking about that press earlier, Dagan. Why do you think it looks so unique, as you said?
Well, at first I just don't think they were set up. But now they're running a 2-2-1, which
works right there. Turnover, as you were saying.
If the 2-2-1, if we can, it's not as much getting it out the middle. It is more just finding the person on like a 1-3-1. That is, you put it down the middle, you break the press. But a 2-2-1 is not as easily to break.
Up top to number 11, that's Carroll. Gonna take it, heavily contested three off the back iron. Going for every rebound into the hands of Billings, who's gonna take it herself. Now finds Winningham right near that Warrior head she likes to shoot from. She's gotta look at it. Off the side, no good. Rebounded by Wilson. Thought about another one, gonna drive in. Behind the back dribble on Clark. Gonna kick back out for two. Didn't hit anything. GT Ogden air ball. And a foul on number 24, Cadence Wilson. Her first. Right now, the Warriorettes haven't had a whole lot of offense. Maybe that's gonna be Cumberland County's counter. Just hold the ball and have a lot of long possessions. What do you think about that, Dagan?
Yeah, if they'd done that, it wouldn't be the most fun game to watch, but, I mean, people will go to extremes to win with their White County Warriorettes and how good they are.
Absolutely. This offense can score at will on anybody. Out Jones for three. Off the front iron. Rebounded. Going to be put up. Winningham off the back iron. Gets it back. Spinning, going up. Gets fouled. Hit the line for two. That foul's going to be on number 23. Let's hear what they say. Sydney Wilhite. So it's not Abby Houston or Addison Wilson. They have number 23s on their roster. Up and good shooter's roll there from Winningham. She's got a really soft touch on her shots. Let's see if she can convert both, and can't. Rebounded there and blocked by Clark. Gonna take the ball out of bounds right here. That'll be number 11, Carroll. Gonna get it back. Swing pass across this Warriorettes press, driving in, gonna take a floater, hits over Jones. Into the hands of Grassley now. Warriorettes down 2. Jones gonna find Clark. Clark driving in and blocking foul on number 33. That is Beth Ann Brewer. Nope. Carly Colleen, the freshman.
I believe what you're looking at is not right. So.
No, it wasn't. In the hands of Clark, gonna drive in now, go up, and in her own head there, she hits those at a high clip. Gonna dump down and get blocked by Ava Jones. Senior night or no senior night, you never want to test Jones in the paint. In the hands of Clark, gonna find her. Let's see if she can convert. She does! True North three-pointer, Ava Jones. You get the block on one end, the 3 on the other. That's how you do it there, folks. Gonna drive in and shoot right over top of Jones.
Sam, I feel like the Warriorettes need to convert on their easy baskets that they keep getting. I think that's the difference in this ball game right now.
Well, they brought in Kyra Fox as another facilitator. Maybe they can generate some more open looks, but I agree they need to cash in. Stolen away quickly by Cumberland County. Going up with the left hand, good. That is Sydney Wilhite, who's having herself a game already. Over to Fox, who's going to bring the ball down the court here. Over to Clark. Going to find Grassley at the top of the key. Over to Fox and deflected. A double dribble called. Another Warriorettes turnover. Right now, it just doesn't seem like everybody's kind of in sync.
No, not at all. I also don't think they're realizing that these Lady Jets' press are waiting for them to get past half court and using that half court line as another defender to apply more pressure.
Up top, gonna find the wing, gonna use the Carroll screen, driving in with the left hand, pull up, hits. Number 15, Aaliyah Hawkins is right now. They're trying to spoil senior night. A 6-point lead on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report for the Cumberland Lady Jets. Warriorettes need to take this time out and readjust to ensure victory. But if you want to ensure what's most important to you, call Farm Bureau Insurance today at 931-836-3171. This drive to make every insurance transaction a pleasant one. Someone on staff in their local office is available at all times. But talking about that timeout, what do you think Coach Dodgen was telling those girls?
To slow down the ball. I feel like they keep getting antsy once the defense collapse on them, and just keep making dumb turnovers.
3:10 to play here in the first quarter. We've got Fox back out there now. She hasn't had to come off the bench in a little while, but that's where she started the year. Let's see if she doesn't warm up right here with about 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Over to Winningham, who's just going to take it. Bang! That's another True North three-pointer for Bella Winningham. That one from way downtown. That's got to get the team into it here. Over to Carroll at the wing. Over to Wilhite. Holding the ball near the left wing. Now up top. Nearly stolen away, and now it is Winningham going to drive in the lane with that left hand spin. Find Clark going up with it, and wise play on Clark's part to head to the line for 2 right there. It's just it takes another level of recognition to know, hey, they're going to foul me if I just go up for it.
Yep. Not alone does it get them foul shots, but it also puts a foul on the opposite.
Yeah, Cadence Wilson, that's her second. Clark cashes in at the line. If she hits this one, we're knotted at 11 apiece. 2.5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Clark, second free throw. It's good. 11 all on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report with 2.5 minutes to play here. Bring the ball up the court. Number 15, that is Hawkins. Gonna keep swinging around the perimeter. What are they seeing from this Warriorettes defense, and how are they gonna try and break it? Going to take the 3 there and rattles it in. Another good-looking three-point shot, that time from Sydney Wilson. Jones to Fox, over to Clark. Going to find Winningham in the corner, going to drive in. Up top, Gracie Clark going to drive in, kick out. Grasty open for three. Can't convert. Jones over the back. She gets that over the back call a lot because she's just so much taller than everybody else. I know that maybe that's something that your dad's had to overcome once or twice in his life. How do you counterbalance over the back calls?
So I think what he's at least said to me is that he would try to not touch him at all. Because if they're backing up on him and he just takes the ball, they don't normally call the foul nearly as much.
Stolen away. Great defense there from Jones. Brick wall defensively. Driving in and a push foul on Carroll. So that will send the Warriorettes to the line shooting 2. We're in the bonus with 1:28 to play. Got Winningham, who's already 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, at the line. Carroll's first foul, getting a little foul happy. If you got the Warriorettes down like this, you don't want to give them free points, am I right?
Yeah, we're great at shooting free throws, so it wouldn't ever be the best decision.
Absolutely. Winningham about to shoot her second and hits it. Draws it to 14-13 with 1:28 to go here on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Bringing the ball down is Hawkins. Gonna find Carroll. Going to work the ball to the other wing, back to Hawkins, 1:15 to play. Going to drive in with that left hand, shoot right over Jones, and that's her second foul. She's got to be careful. Wilhite at the line to shoot 2. As you already see Billings about to check back in. What do you think Coach Dodgen's answer is for Ava Jones' foul trouble?
He's probably going to keep her in the game, maybe. Oh, I lied.
Take her out.
Yep. I thought he might just tell her to play it safe because it is senior night. It wouldn't have been senior night then, but probably
but definitely don't want to fall down in the district standings. And what good is a senior night if it's done early? Let's keep her in the game. We're going to find Fox down low to Winningham. A little too hot of a pass, and that'll be a kick ball. 60 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The Warriorettes down 3 points. What's the play you're going to run?
They are going to drop down one person to shoot a 3, preferably Bella. And it did not work.
Grasty can't find anybody. Just going to loft one up to Clark. Going to find Billings. Going to drive in. Back to Clark. And fouled. Head the line for 2. That was a tough finish right there. And now Clark rewarded with 2 free throws as a result. If there's just one nitpick you have, is it the fouls for these Cumberland County Lady Jets?
Yeah, I would say so. I think that they're playing so aggressive on that press, and they just stay in the press mentality for too long.
As that'll draw it. Now it's 16-13, excuse me. This free throw, also good. Now 16-15. Okay, I knew I wasn't imagining things. Into the hands of Hawkins. 16-15, Cumberland County. Advantage on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Crossing over, going to get it to the wing. She does not want to take the shot. Going to drive in on Billings, thrown out to the volleyball line. Stolen away. Here comes Winningham in the open court. Wide open lane, scoop layup, good. Warriorettes with a 1-point advantage now. Let's see if they can hold on to it. Hawkins with the ball with 22 to play here in the first quarter. With the left hand. Just trying to size up Grasty. They're holding for the final shot. What's your defensive strategy in a moment like this? Foul on Winningham.
I'd probably just play it safe. No layups. If they take a ridiculous 3, just live with it.
10.5 seconds left. Inbounding the ball here. Going to find Hawkins. Nearly stolen away. Over to the wing, Colleen, and that's a walk. Best case scenario, you got 7 seconds. What realistically can you do with 7 seconds on the game clock?
Well, if you ask Reggie Miller, I believe, you can do a lot with
Clark. True north three-pointer. That's what Gracie Clark does with it. As we'll take a 4-point lead into the second quarter. Audio will be right back. We're sorry. We're going to try and fix an issue very quickly. Don't go anywhere.
Bells coming from number 11, Lexi Carroll, the third, team fifth. At the line, shoot 2, Whitman, Nebraska. Ladies and gentlemen, we can have your attention please for a special presentation. White County High School is always proud to recognize the efforts of our elementary school basketball players and cheerleaders. On Tuesday night, we had the cheerleaders and basketball teams from Haley, Montcroft, and Northfield. Tonight, we'd like to meet the teams and cheerleaders from Castile, Florida, and Woodland Park. Let's first meet the cheerleaders from Castile Elementary School. Amelia Broussard, Ava Moffitt, Mackenzie Howell, McKenna Billings, Haley Ramsey, Gracie Cornelis, Cadence Finley, Millie Qualls, Hope Simmons, Emmeline Deaton, Jill Zinsky, Mary Ola, Braylon George. Savage, Kinley McCarthy, Marley Hudson, J.C. York, Madeline Goodwin. Cheerleaders are coached by April Lawler, Leah Simmons, and Gianna Hawkins. Ladies and gentlemen, cheerleaders from Doyle Elementary School. And now let's meet the cheerleaders from Woodland Park. Isabella Bruton, Lily Bruton, Abigail Ford, Addison Green, Caitlin Green, Evelyn Hensley, Olivia Johnson, Millie Key, Callie Locke, Cassie Ward, Rodney West, Avery Dillon. The mascots are Eric Taylor, Pax Ward. The voice of the Panthers is Paisley Dunn. The cheerleaders are coached by Amy Kelly and Amy Austin. The cheerleaders from the Woodland Park Elementary School. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a nice round of applause for the elementary basketball cheerleaders from Cassville, Doyle, and Woodland Park. Now let's meet the girls' basketball teams. First, the Lady Bees from Cassville, Avery Kate Luna, Harper Blair, Emily Ward, Kinsley Hodge, Nova Cates, Josie Jones, Novalie Billings, Lakeland Amos, Lakeland George, Sophia Sutton, Brendan Lerma, Morgan Fitzsimmons, Layla Cunningham, managers Danielle Lance. The Lady Bees are coached by Kendra Ford and Candy McDonald. Ladies and gentlemen, Cassville Lady Bees. And now let's meet the Lady Indians from Doyle Elementary. Isabella Duarte, Emily Randolph, Everly Snedeker, Aaliyah Young, Paisley Young, Avery Hale, Gwendolyn Hernandez, Olga Miller, Danielle Seaton, Lacey Doss, Everly Eggs, Phoenix Simpson, Arlene Usry, Destiny Young, Ariana Bradley, Tinsley Good, Claudia Neal, the coach for Johnny Smith, Donna Clark, and Lindy Good, the goal, Lady Indians. And now let's meet the Lady Panthers from Woodland Park. Mackenzie Branch, Leah Cantrell, Elena Hudson, Blakely Redmond, Riley Johnson, Liddy Fick, Peyton Dunn, Avery Young, Hadley Sims, Scarlett Hannah, Teresa Henderson, Jesslyn Gribble, and managers Mason Angel. The Lady Panthers are coached by Tracy Wilbright and Brandy Sam. The Woodland Park Lady Panthers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a nice round of applause for the girls basketball team from Cassville, Doyle, and Woodland Park. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lucky
Thank you for your patience. At this time, we're going to take the stream down to fix the audio. This pause will only last about 90 seconds. We will be right back. Thank you again.
And if Branson Steinerwall gets it in the hole down on the real estate collective side, he'll win.
Good.
Oh.
He gets 3 shots. They hit it in this hole. Wins a grand. That one doesn't look too bad, AJ.
Oh, wow.
That one doesn't look too bad,
that
AJ.
One looks on line. $1,000.
Oh, no good.
Wow.
Let's see. He's got one more chance. It's a par 3. Let's see.
Come on.
Come on. Come on, ball.
Wait.
Go to your own ball.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Wow. Woo.
Big round of applause for him.
That one got me on the edge of my seat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We were talking about, obviously, the game atmosphere. When I saw the poll had closed, and it looked like the Roy had pulled away as the best gym in the Nashville area. Just talk about some of your favorite moments here at the Roy.
Oh, I mean, you even got, what was that, versus Stone earlier this week. That was probably one of the better moments I've had, being able to lead that. I mean, that was great. To be a player like Cade Capps in the Roy is just so special to me. That Austin East game,
absolutely,
can never forget that one. I remember I had front row seats in the student section. I was sitting next to Nia Powers. It was just such a great time. I think I had Isaiah on my left too. You know, just seeing sophomore Trip Pinion go at it with the big dogs, trying to go to state, make it to the glass house, just something very important. You know, and that was a really cool experience for me.
Absolutely. You're talking about that Stone Memorial game. There's such a welcome sight. I know it was kind of a sigh of relief for a lot of us just to see a big student section, packed house like that. And Warriorettes delivered, Warriors delivered, Sam Robb delivered.
Yeah, he did.
But going to switch gears just a little bit here and talk about the morning announcements. I hope we have something good for you to report on Monday with the sports segment. But talk to me what that's been like to be able to do the sports with your good buddy Gage Stevenson every morning.
Oh, yeah. Me and Gage go way back. Since freshman year when I moved here, me and him have been friends since, you know, the beginning. You know, it's always been Tripp and his buddy Gage, but, you know, nobody ever sees the Gage and his buddy AJ, you know. So, I mean, me and him have always been really close friends, and I feel like that only brings us together, and I love being able to do something I love with a person that I also love. You know what I'm saying? It's just also great.
Absolutely. I mean, you're a big sports head. You talk shop about, I mean, anything, college, football, NFL,
yes, sir. Yes,
NBA.
Sir.
So I'm so glad that we could have you, a real sports enthusiast, on there to talk about it. Could you kind of just talk about this group that we have? Because there's a whole cast of characters in there.
You know, you got your Isaiah Kelsos behind the scenes. I mean, he's always funny. You know, we got a little stutter chart behind. You know, when you get caught and you're like, oh man, I just stuttered, and then he's writing it on the board already. That's always great. You got your Big John on the teleprompter. Always easy to get mad at him. Lex, Maddie, they're always great. They're funny. Sam and Sam, my boys, love you too. You two
Appreciate
always find something great to talk about, and you know, it's just a joy being around all my friends. And Miss Allen, we wouldn't be able to do anything without her. So
absolutely, it's a great group. Continue to check it out. Continue to come out to the games. AJ Hunt, this was a real pleasure. Glad to have you on.
Thank you. You have a good one.
Enjoy the rest of the game here.
I will. Hey, do you like my outfit?
I love it. Yeah, Barbecue Dad.
Brought the spatula
too.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah,
we got props.
Oh, yeah, of course. Okay.
Well, major props to that. You too, AJ Hunt. That was brought to you by Morgan Furniture Center in Sparta, your hometown source for quality made-in-America furniture and Certa-Perfect sleeper and beauty rest mattresses. Morgan Furniture always get a Save with Dave discount deal. Plus, at Morgan's, they'll pay your sales tax on every purchase, plus free delivery. Morgan Furniture is located at 570 North Spring Street in Sparta. You deserve the best in furniture and bedding for your home. Save with Dave at Morgan Furniture. Got all of that out there just in time for the start of this second half. Dagan, what kind of halftime adjustments are you looking to see from these Warriorettes?
These Warriorettes convert on easy shots and stop the only 2 people that have been dribbling for this Lady Jets team.
For 3. Uh-oh, there's the lead. 27-26 now in favor of the Lady Jets on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Let's see if the Warriorettes have an answer. Here comes Grasty. Going to drive in the lane, kick out Fox. Going over to Winningham, around that wing. Here comes Grasty. Off the shoe of Jones for 3. Clark off the side of the rim. Bringing the ball down the court is Wilhite. She has been a one-woman wrecking crew here tonight. Let's see if they can't take her out of the game with a new defensive strategy maybe. Going to get over to Colleen. Going to get swatted away and brought right back into the hands of Wilhite. Gorgeous fake. Nifty play down low. The crafty veteran gets the best of Ava Jones down there and brings the lead out to 3 points.
Little Hakeem magic right there.
Absolutely. Here comes Grassy with 6:45 to play. Going to find Clark on that right wing. Dribbling with the right hand. Going to find Fox. Going to find Jones, who gets blocked. Not too many instances of her tasting her own medicine. Nearly lost the handle. Gets it over to Hawkins. Lips in and out. Rebounded finally by Jones. Going to bring the ball up the court. Going to find Winningham. Thought about a dribble up three. Great job from Hawkins to seal that off. Going to swing it back over to Bella Winningham. Up top to Grasty. Grasty with that right hand. Going to find Fox for three. Left it long off of Carol's shoe. Warriorettes basketball with 6:07 left to play. As I want to thank Miss Geneva for the senior setup. Thank you to Geneva Hayes. Foul right there. Geneva Hayes brought this wonderful spread of donuts and fruit and all of that to us. Clark at the line to shoot two. Gorgeous spread, brought us drinks, all this stuff. So I didn't have to sneak a halftime snack in there or anything. I got it before the game. Clark going to tie everything at 29 apiece with 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 29 all. What is this a race to? The first team to what has the best chance to win this game?
First team to what has a better chance to win this game?
Blocked by Jones. The follow through and a foul. Fingers crossed it's on Wilhite. It will be. Let's see, that's her fourth personal foul. She's gonna have to come out in favor of Ball right here. Here comes Grassley with 5:38 to play. Let's see if they can't go at her while she's still stuck on the court. Gonna swing one long. Fox gonna drive in. Gonna find Ava Jones near the three-point line. Back into the hands of Fox, 29 all. Over to Grasty. Back to Winningham at the wing. Up top, Grasty. Sizing up her defender, spinning. Gets it out, Fox for three. It's good, True North three-pointer, Kyra Fox. Right now, if you see Wilhite driving in the lane, you're taking a charge, right? You're trying to get her out of this ball game. Driving in, gonna kick out to Wilson, to Colleen with less than 5 to go. Sidestep three, air ball. GT odds and ends. Oh, got a miscommunication there. One ref called it clean, the other saw a tip. But Wilhite, I'm sure, will be sitting on the bench for a while with 4 personals. Warriorettes up 3 points on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report with 4:50 to go right here. Up top to Carroll. Over to Wilson. Going around a Carroll screen. Gonna find Hawkins with 4:37 to go. Over to Ball at the wing, guarded closely by Clark. Always with the active hands, this Clark. Into the hands of Hawkins. Dumping it down to Ball, going right at Clark. Stolen away. She was checking what was there, but the balance was empty. Pickpocketed by Jones, driving in, spinning, going up and under, off glass. Nearly hit a wild circus shot. Driving in, Clark out to Jones for three. It's good. Ava Jones, a True North three-pointer, brings that lead out to 35-29. Right now, that is timeout. Cumberland County as take this timeout to tell you that if you're looking to level up your fitness, Elevate Fitness in Sparta offers CrossFit, cardio, and weight training classes, as well as jiu-jitsu. Plus, they're the only 24/7 access gym in Sparta. Whether you're looking to build strength, improve endurance, master new skills, they've got you covered with flexible packages to fit your schedule. Join them at 144 Churchill Drive. Start reaching your fitness goals today. And then want to thank one of our other sponsors, Farm Bureau Insurance. Farm Bureau Insurance has been building a reputation of trust for over 80 years, and they're ready to help you protect the things that are most important to you. See Ryan Qualls, Daniel Bray, Jessica, or Kate Crossan at Farm Bureau at 141 Churchill Drive. From the ball court to the fence post, Farm Bureau has been covering the Upper Cumberland since 1948. And then finally, they sponsored that highly exciting putt for cash halftime show. If you're sitting on what you think is extremely valuable land, but you want to know what it's actually worth, call 931-808-6422 to get a hold of Matt Elrod at Whitetail Properties Real Estate so he can assist in the land valuation and selling process today. And speaking of that halftime, once again, I want to thank Miss Geneva Hayes, the White County High School class of 1940. She's 103 years old, 59 days away from 104. Huge fan, and got a gorgeous spread of donuts. And then for me and Xander Goodwin, the diabetics, we got fruit and water. So thank you to her, as they're going to swarm Wilson here. Somehow gets it out to Carroll. Driving in Hawkins. Grasty, going to get her for a foul, as she threw her hands up and said something without realizing that referee was standing right there, and it looked like he told her to cool it.
He was upset. I don't know what he said, but he was very upset.
You could tell it just in his facial expression. So Grasty going to have to not let the emotions get the best of her, as what do we have there? Coach Dodge, and his hands are up. Fighting through a screen, they're going to get Ava Jones for her third personal.
I think Ava gets that foul call a lot.
Absolutely. She's just so much bigger and stronger than everybody else that she has no chance. Early jump ball call. Going to go the Warriorettes' way, though. Bella Winningham, always with those active hands, always grabbing at that ball, always stealing some possessions for the Warriors. She does so there. 3:36 to play here in the third quarter. Warriorettes up 6 points on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Here comes Grasty. Grasty over to Winningham, not even going to hesitate. Off the back iron, rebounded by Clark. Out to Fox, and a foul down low. Is that on Carroll? No, that should be Hawkins, her first personal. So nobody's immune from it. Grasty trying to find somebody. Couple of Warriorettes slipping and falling. 5 seconds.
That was a fast 5 seconds.
Maybe he was remembering what she said and was going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure. But just like that, Warriorettes going to turn it back over in the hands of Cumberland County. Up top to Colleen. As soon as she gets past that free throw line, she's just there to stand off and hand it to somebody. Trying to find someone to get the ball to. Going to find Wilson. Stolen away by Clark. Going to drive into the lane here. Going up, off glass, blocking foul, hitting the line for 2. So Warriorettes are 1 foul drawn away from the bonus with nearly 3 minutes to go right here. If she hits these 2, it's an 8-point lead.
Dicus, I think these Warriorettes need to use the advantage of nobody else really wanting to handle the ball. They are very pass first right now. No dribbles are being taken. So if they could cut off passing lanes, I think that it would slow down these Lady Jets offense by a lot.
So you're saying cut off passing lanes. How would you go about that? Throw a double somewhere maybe?
Throw a double, just put a little extra pressure on them, because other than number 15, they are not dribbling the ball very much at all. They're all just looking to keep passing.
In the hands of Colleen, head down, going to find Ball. Ball going to drive in on Clark, nearly poked away, as Clark is always active with her hands. 3-second call on offense. Turnover. They're going deep into their bag of calls tonight. There's been a carry, a double dribble, a walk, an offensive 3 seconds, moving screens. I mean, everything here tonight. I love to see it. 2.5 minutes to go right here. Grasty bringing the ball up the court, over to Winningham, to the corner. Fox gonna swing one out, field it on a short hop. Grasty, pull up Jay, no good. Rebounded and brought up the court by Wilson. Gonna pull away from it, gets it in the hands of that ball handler Hawkins, like you were talking about. Let's see if they do throw a little pressure her way. Gonna take a high arcing 3, no good. Rebounded by Winningham eventually, in the hands of Jones. Going to hand it off to Fox. 2-minute warning here in the third quarter. Fox to Winningham. Fake pass, real one now. Grasty crossover down low to Jones. Going up and under, gets the roll. That'll bring it all the way out to a 9-point advantage on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Dagan, how much more can these Warriorettes add to their lead right now?
Well, as long as they can get the ball back really fast. Ava Jones has a large mismatch right now. If they wanted quick and easy points, I would give it to Ava. But if they're looking to string out that clock a little bit more to like make sure they keep the lead as it is, do what they must.
Clean with Jones on her, looking for anybody else to take on that matchup. Here's Hawkins. They've got Grasty on her at the top of the key with 1:12 to go. She seems content to take a final shot right here. Going to get it in the hands of Wilson with 1:05 to play here. Back to ball. Stolen away. Grasty going to corral it. Drive in and get stolen away by Hawkins. Hits the deck in the hands of Colleen. Going to drive in on Jones and blocked. Blocked by Jones. Here comes the Warriorettes in transition. Going to find Clark on a no-look pass. Driving in, going up. Offensive. Dagan, where is the difference right there between a charge and a blocking foul for Gracie Clark, who picks up her second?
A lot of refs tell me that if their feet are set, no matter what, and the contact is initiated first and they fall back, it is more likely to be an offensive than if they fall before. That is the largest foul and wants a block between the charge is they fall too early because they do not want the contact.
All righty, we're going to bring Wilhite back in the game. At this point, you know that they're holding for the last shot. They're not going to risk her on defense with the whole fourth quarter to play. Hawkins pump faking, just going to pull back out with 25 seconds to go right here. Got to be a little bit more aware of Grasty and the rest of these Warriorettes who are just trying to knock that ball out and disassemble this pass around the arc that they're trying to run. 8 seconds into the lane and a walk. Good call there from the official. We got 7 seconds to go right here. What can the Warriorettes run with 6.6 officially on the clock?
Get Bella on a deep three or run a screen for her to come at the top of the key. Or
Grasty gonna take the pull-up jumper and hits it. That's gonna bring it out 40-29 on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report at the end of 3. So right now, gonna go ahead and once again tell you that if you've come across any problems trying to sell your property, that Matt Elrod at Whitetail Properties Real Estate has your land sale solutions. Call him today at 931-808-6422 to get the answers. And also, if your insurance rates have recently gone up and you're tired of having to call a 1-800 number for answers, you should instead call 931-836-3171 and all the fine folks over at Farm Bureau Insurance. They strive to make every insurance transaction a pleasant one. Someone on staff in their local office is available at all times. And then finally, Elevate Fitness. At Elevate Fitness, they proudly support our Warriors and Warriorettes. Join their community and push your limits with strength training, CrossFit, and more. Let's elevate your fitness together. If the Warriorettes really want to elevate their play, Dagan, over the next 8 minutes and expand upon this 11-point lead, how are they going to do it to really put the nail in the coffin and keep Cumberland County from pulling off the major upset on senior night?
Well, these Warriorettes are hitting their free throws, I will say that. So if they draw some shooting fouls, that'd be even better because these Lady Jets are struggling with foul calls. Most of them are in foul trouble. So I think if they get to the line, that'd be a great start to really put a nail in the coffin.
Starting off the fourth quarter, they've got Wilhite out there. I'm sure that the coach told her, like, hey, you are not going for any steal that you know you can't get. You're not doing anything ultra aggressive. You are guarding weak side, right? Because 8 minutes to go in this game. If they lose her early, that'll be tough to come back from. Rebounded by Wilson in the hands of Wilhite now. Crossing over, got Fox on her, bringing it back out to that volleyball. Crossing, getting in the lane, going up with the right hand off the front of the rim. Rebounded, out of bounds, going Warriorettes' way. 7:33 to go right here. Do you agree with playing Wilhite now? I know you're down 11 points, but with 7.5 minutes to go, are you okay with it?
Well, considering that they are running a 2-3 defense now, maybe a man. If they're running a man, I'd be a little bit less, but it appears to be a 2-3, so I think you can stat a foul trouble in 2-3 decently easily.
Absolutely. Looks like she's just going to hover over to that corner, stay out of the paint, and she's going to pull up for two. Oh, ugly miss there. Should have went down. Here comes Clark in the lane, going to kick out. Winningham going to take one and hits a true north three-pointer talking about expanding the lead. If Bella Winningham can really heat up from deep, that'll do the trick. Hawkins trying to cross into the lane, gonna drive head down, out to Colleen, gonna take a jump shot off the back iron, rebounded by Grasty. Crossing over, gonna find it in the corner to someone I can't see. Dump now, Grasty wide open at the top of the key, lift out. Rebounded by Colleen. Warriorettes still with a 14-point advantage though. Here comes Hawkins, who is swallowed up by this Warriorettes defense. Jump ball going White County's way. What is the most amount of points that Cumberland County can be down with 5 minutes to play if they want to come back into this ball game?
I wouldn't say anything more than 10.
So they've got a little bit of work to do over the next minute and 10 seconds as they're down 14. How can the Warriorettes really just hold on to this lead that they have?
Well, if they keep getting these people in foul trouble.
That'll be a blocking foul on Carroll. Is that 5 or 4?
I believe that's 4.
I think that'd be 4. It is. So now they've got 2 starters with 4 fouls. Grasty to inbound now. Grasty looking for something, going to find Clark. Backs down her defender, going to find Grasty now. Poked out and going to stay with the Warriorettes. Right in front of their bench right here. Get a little bit of extra coaching down there. Huge advantage to have it at home. Okay. We apologize for the inconvenience. We're going to try and clean up the audio a little bit. We'll have it back shortly. Do not go anywhere. Farm Bureau score report with 5 minutes and 8 seconds left. At the line, shooting 2 will be Wilhite. First up and good. Gonna cut it to 15 right here, Dagan. You're saying 10 points. It's 15 with 5:08 to play here. Do you still think that Cumberland County can get on a run and get back in this one?
They can, but I would still say a better possibility. It's not as good as a possibility, obviously, if it's only a 10-point game. But anything can happen.
Well, let's see if the Warriorettes are planning to make sure it doesn't happen. And if you're planning to sell your property, you should call Matt Elrod of Whitetail Properties Real Estate at 931-808-6422 today to get your land sales solution. And then, of course, going to thank our other sponsor, White County Farm Bureau. They were recently voted best of the best for both best insurance company and best customer service rep. They're here when you need them the most. Stop by and get a quote today at 141 Churchill Drive or give them a call at 931-836-3171. Go Warriors. It really is packed here tonight. Great thing to see to come out and support all these seniors on senior night. The Warriorettes well on their way to avoiding their senior night to get spoiled. Let's see if they can hang on over the next 5 minutes in the game. Grasty with the ball near the volleyball line. Going to get it to Clark at that Warrior head. Dump down to Jones. Out. Winningham just going to hoist. Rebounded by Clark. Putting it back up. No good. Rebounded by Winningham. Put back up off glass and good. If Cumberland County doesn't want to get swept here tonight, they're definitely going to have to stop the Warriorettes from getting so many second chance opportunities. 4.5 minutes to play. With the ball, Hawkins going to get it over to Wilhite with Fox on her. Going to switch it now. Carroll with Fox on her. just trying to run Wilhite over Fox for three. Wedged by the backboard and rebounded by Winningham. Brings the ball, gonna find Fox. Back to Winningham. Over to Grasty, up top of the key. Fox. Gonna find Winningham in the corner, gonna drive in, put up a floater, and one. 3 points the hard way for the sharpshooter, Bella Winningham. That one brings all the way out to an 18-point advantage with little under 4 minutes to go, and that will be the end of the line for Carroll. She is fouled out. So hate it from her. She played hard tonight, but looks like Ball will be the long-term replacement. And out of the game, Colleen. Into the game comes number 5, Ashlyn Welch. Free throw up and good. She converts the and one. It's going to bring it all the way out to a 19-point lead. Going to find Wilhite on the right wing behind the back dribble. She's got that pesky Fox on her. Fox going to give up the drive, gets swatted. Ava Jones. It almost gets boring. She does it so often and so spectacularly. Bella Winningham, our leading scorer on the season, showing you why there. Another transition basket. Going to pull up from three, Hawkins. GT odd and in air ball. Going to go the Warriorettes' way. Just like in the blink of an eye, Dagan, it's a 21-point Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report lead for the Warriorettes, as they really are a streaky team where they can put a hurting on you in any given moment.
Yep, basketball's a game of momentum, Sam.
Clark at the wing, gonna hand it off to Grasty. So we got a couple of seniors out there right now on senior night. Let's see if we can't get Billings the ball to score. I guess she thought she was throwing that one to Ava. A little too high for Kennedy Billings. 3:08 to play here. Hawkins bringing the ball down the court. Gonna find Ball. Ball gonna get it over to Wilhite, who loses it somehow into the hands of Wilson, who's gonna kick out to the newcomer. That's number 5. Out to Hawkins with 2:50 to play. Going up and out of bounds. Warriorettes basketball. Warriorettes take a lot of shots down there, and that's just what I love to see. Really aggressive style of play, getting in the heads of other opponents and force them to hit tough shots. Clark can't do so there. Headed the line to shoot two. No, never mind. Headed the other way. That's an offensive foul on Clark. I didn't get a good look at it, Dagan. You were talking about feet being set. Did the Lady Jet beat her to the spot?
Yes, she did. I think she was waiting since the three-point line for her. So definitely was probably an offensive. Good setup on number 24.
Absolutely, as that'll be Clark's third. Not too big of a deal. 2.5 minutes to go, up 21 points. You're going to try and drive in, and a double dribble. Wilson double dribbles there with 2:29 left in the ball game. As right now, I'm just hoping we can get some Kennedy Billings points on the board. Let's see. Grasty going to accelerate into the lane. It's wide open. Going to find Jones. Dump down, find. Easy assist there. Talk a lot about a point guard center duo. We've got one of the best in the Upper Cumberland. Going and getting swallowed, a walk. Warriorettes up 23 points now with 2:08 to go on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. How high do you think this lead can legitimately get? Deflected out of bounds.
30. I don't think it's going to go any higher than 30.
Well, out comes the 3 juniors, Clark, Grasty, and Winningham. Their day will be done. Great performance from all of them. Into the game, Norvell, Swindle, looks like Winfrey, and then, of course, the 2 seniors, 2 senior incumbents. We've got number 15, Kennedy Billings, number 3, Ava Jones. Swindle spinning, gonna find Winfrey out of bounds and thrown up into the hands of Ava Jones. Wild sequence here. She's gonna go up and head the line to shoot 2. 1:48 to play. Jones at the line can add to her senior night stat total with these 2 free throws. Let's see if she can convert. First one up, and it's good. Second free throw almost on the way here, just 108 seconds away from senior night festivities. Jones hits the second. Going to make it a 25-point lead, and her night is done. Ava Jones deserves a big round of applause and will get one from all those in attendance. Great career, 4 years of wearing the maroon and gray with pride. Great to see. Can't wait to honor her. Hawkins, three. Good. Little late to be hitting shots like that, but better late than never. Into the hands of Swindle, into the lane. Going to kick it out, Norvell. Norvell deflected and stolen away by Wilhite for three. Takes one off the front iron. Rebounded by Hawkins. Back to Wilhite with 1:20 to play. Going to take it and hit. Timeout, Cumberland County. It's an 18-point lead as it stands now. As once again, going to tell you about Elevate Fitness. If you're looking to level up your fitness, Elevate Fitness in Sparta, Tennessee offers CrossFit, cardio, and weight training classes, as well as jiu-jitsu, in addition to being the only 24/7 access gym in Sparta. Whether you're looking to build strength, improve endurance, or master new skills, they've got you covered with flexible packages to fit your schedule. Join them at 144 Churchill Drive and start reaching your fitness goals today. Then, of course, we have Farm Bureau Insurance. Farm Bureau Insurance has been building a reputation trust for over 80 years. They're helping you protect things that are most important to you. See Ryan Qualls, Daniel Bray, Jessica K. Cross at Farm Bureau, 141 Churchill Drive. From the ball court to the fence post, Farm Bureau has been covering Upper Cumberland since 1948. In the hands of Swindle, going to find Winfrey. Cross-court pass to Reed. Going to swing it long. Norvell, sidestep, and a walk. 1 minute, 1 second away. Warriorettes up 19 points. So, great performance as always. Another commanding win over a district opponent. Warriorettes, they never cease to amaze, especially here at the Roy. Going to get over the wing. Going to drive in and foul. That'll be on Billings. No, excuse me, they're going to get Reed. That'll just be her first, but it'll be 2 free throws for number 1. Oh, goodness. That is Kaylin Hale, Allie King, Chloe Reagan, or Allie Smith, or Mallory Woodward.
That's a lot of options.
A lot of options. I'm going to roll with Allie Keene, the senior.
Good guess, Sam.
Second free throw up, and no good for Allie Keene. Sticking with it. Swindle bringing the ball down the court. Got 40 seconds left. Let's see if we can't get one up for Billings. Going to swing one long. Norvell going to take. No good. Out of bounds going Cumberland County way. 31 seconds remaining. Warriorettes up 18 points. If you had to describe the win in one word, Dagan, what would it be?
Astonishing.
Astonishing. An astonishing win.
Yeah, I
Glad
just
to
used that
hear
in
it.
English today. So.
Okay, stolen away by Norvell. That should do it here. Probably just going to pass it around and see if we can't run out this clock. Up top to Billings, to Reed. 8 seconds remaining now to Swindle, who will just dribble this one out more than likely. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Your Ryan Qualls' final score report, 56-38 in favor of the Warriorettes. Commanding victory. They really took over in that second half. They really needed to. Warriorettes, another dominant win over a district foe, as now we can transition to the boys game. But first, in between games, we'll be honoring all the seniors, senior cheerleaders, senior girls and boys basketball players, as we're about to start that. Let's see. As before we get into that, Dagan, what are you expecting if you had to give a final score report for the boys game?
Well, last time my score report was 50. I had the Lady Jets right. I did not have the Warriorettes right. Sam, what do you think the average is for the Warriors score? How much do you think they normally score?
Probably 52 to 55 points, right around there.
I'm going to go with a little bit of a higher scoring game since it's a home game. There's a lot of people here. So I'm going to go with like a nice little 67 to 46.
I like the sound of that, as everybody's getting where they need to be for honoring the senior everybody, starting with the cheerleaders. I'm not sure should be about to be underway. Oh, the cheerleaders do it right. Look at all that they're about to get. Looks like flowers, a little goodie basket, a sash.
I don't even know if I got that for like getting out of elementary school.
Yeah. As everybody's just kind of waiting around to see when we're going to get started honoring all these Warriors on just great 4 years. You got a couple signs here and there. I've seen some Lucas Dickerson signs, Kenny Billings signs.
I'm seeing 3 Lucas
Dickerson signs. He's got a lot of fans. As we're going to start now. At this time, the administration, faculty, coaches, and staff of White County High School would like to recognize senior cheerleaders, basketball players, basketball statisticians, and their parents. These young people have spent countless hours in practices and sacrificed their free time to contribute to White County High School athletics. We salute their hard work, loyalty, and commitment. Seniors would also like to take this opportunity to say thank you to their parents for their steadfast support and encouragement throughout their high school years. As we're going to start off with the cheerleaders. Starting with Hallie Burton. She's the daughter of Scott and Elizabeth Burton. Congratulations to her. Great cheerleader, has been doing it for a long time. There's us. Let's see if we can't get Dakota Johnson, who will be next. Accepting all those goodies. It seems like she doesn't have enough hands for all that stuff. They really do these warrior cheerleaders well. Here comes Dakota Johnson, who's the daughter of Joe and Michelle Johnson. Dakota was a cheerleader with us for the last year you were there at Cassville Elementary. Yep. She's been at it a long time, does a great job. Then we've got Gracie Meadow, daughter of Jason and Rachel Meadow. She's got her child picture in the stands. She's been a cheerleader for as long as I can remember. She's pretty easy to throw, not one of the bigger people you'll see, but she can do some stuff in the air that some people could only wish. Is that Gracie Clark taking pictures?
Yes.
Yeah. Now we've got Callie Richmond, the daughter of Scott and Kara Richmond. We always poke fun at her on the broadcast. She seems to be a ball magnet. Every time there's an out-of-bounds play, she's standing right in the crossfires. As congratulations to her on 4 great years as a cheerleader. And then after her, we have Emily Turner to round out the 5 of these girls. The daughter of Tim and Karen Turner. Emily, another one. A lot of these girls have been cheerleading for a long time with each other. Just great to see. They really are a really tight-knit group. I know that where I sit, I'm kind of adjacent to a few of them, and they just chatted up big time. Love to see that. As now we're going to transition to the high school girls basketball players, starting with Kendi Billings-Sullivan. But one more round of applause for the cheerleaders. Here comes a standing ovation from the Warriorettes bench. Kendi Billings-Sullivan, our halftime interview during the boys' game, check in for that, is the daughter of Shannon Green and Zach Sullivan. 4 years as the Warriorette. For most of it, she's been the only Warriorette in public school in her grade playing basketball. And here comes the senior stud, Ava Jones, daughter of Travis and Andrea Jones. She has been a huge contributor to this program over her 4 years. Going to be on that 1,000-point banner at whenever the season's over with. She's already been a part of that. Huge ovation for her. And then we've got Keely Mullins, who's the daughter of Brandon and Kim Mullins. Great moment for her as getting a huge ovation from the bench. This Warriorettes group, very tight-knit, very loving group. Love to see that. As right now, another big round of applause for the senior Warriorettes. Now transitioning to the senior Warriors, Michael Arcio Davis, son of Sandra Arcio, and is escorted tonight by Lewis and Flory Davis. Michael, this may just be his first year here, but he has fit in instantly. Feel like he's been here for years the way he gets along with some of these guys. Great to see for him. Cool moment. Then we've got Jordan Brown, who's the son of Jennifer Evans and Shane Brown. It's not always been smooth sailing for Jordan. He broke his foot our freshman year. I remember I wheeled him around the jail on a field trip with the criminal justice class. But through thick and thin, he's been a great addition to the White County High School basketball team. And then the man with the signs, Lucas Dickerson, who's the son of Landon and Terry Dickerson. His brother played here. Big moment for him. He's had a lot of big moments here this year. And then Nate Griffin, who is a hometown favorite, especially for that high-flying ability he possesses. He is the son of Chad and Kim Griffin. Glad to see Nate standing in the half court and getting honored here tonight. He really deserves it. Let's see if he doesn't reward the crowd with a slam dunk tonight. Then we've got Keon Lewis, Warrior Media's own, the son of Misty Lewis, getting walked out by her tonight. Keon Lewis, one of those guys that no matter what, you like him. Like, there's just no way. Just a very easy to get along with guy, very personable. And then Mr. Trip Pinion himself, he committed to college earlier today. He is getting walked out by Katie Roberts and David Pinion. He's the son of both of them. Getting a big dap up there from Mr. Wilson. Trip Pinion has meant so much to the high school over the last 4 years. Very good friend of mine, as a very cool moment there. Now we've got Darvon Richmond, who's getting a huge ovation, a crowd favorite. He's the son of Francis Richmond. Gonna get his medal here. Darvon is one of the best SYB players I've seen in a while. He the 1 year he didn't play high school ball. He did fantastic out there. He's got a lot of skill. And then ending, we're gonna have Gage Stevenson, the son of Jason and Jennifer Stevenson. Gage, a big part of Warrior Media, helps with the morning announcements. Did our happening video this year. Gage, very easygoing guy, very quiet guy, but if you know him, he'll talk your ear off. Right now, please join me in applauding the 2024-2025 senior cheerleaders, Warriorettes, and Warriors on 4 years of excellence. There's not a lot of times you have a senior class this big with 8 senior boys basketball players who are so involved and so beloved by the community. It's honestly a great moment right here. So glad that we could have a packed house to honor each and every one of our seniors. They're going to clear the court. I'm interested to see if we'll have the same time allotted between games after that. But, Dagan, what are some of the things that you're going to remember most about some of these seniors out there?
Me and Darvon used to be real close. He'd come over to my house a lot, so I definitely remember that. I got invited to Gage's birthday party when I was like in 3rd grade with Trip Pinion and Lucas Dickerson. I used to go to Lucas Dickerson's house a lot. Shout out Suzanne Dickerson. She makes the best cinnamon rolls of all time.
That's what I've heard. Yeah. I would throw my girlfriend Savannah Craig's up there against her. I'm not a big cinnamon roll guy, so I wouldn't know, but I've heard that she has some delicious delicacies come out of her kitchen. As 15-minute timer starts now. Are all the seniors going to get a basketball to bring out? I'm not sure. Here comes Cumberland County to warm up. I need to double check this really quickly, folks. I think we have a roster for the boys that has their numbers. That would help me out a lot. And we sure do.
Nice.
So the Warriors coming out on this senior night definitely want to avoid the upset because they had beat Cumberland County, I think, it's something like 5 or 6 straight years before losing up in Crossville earlier this season. So definitely want to get a little revenge game going. That was the game Trip Pinion had, anywhere from 38 to 41, depending on who you asked. But let's see if the Warriors can't come away with a victory here tonight on senior night. As talk about must win, any senior night's a must win, especially when you got 8 seniors out there for the Warriors. This is a must win in the fact that this really does influence district standings a whole lot. how can the Warriors come out and make sure they avoid a flat start?
Always start off hot, Sam. You can hit your shots at the very beginning, it'll just keep rolling. Even if it's layups to gain some momentum, anything.
Absolutely. We're about 13 and a half minutes away from the start of that boys game. If you had to pick one player to really be an impact player, who do you think it would be?
Tonight, I'm thinking either Tucker Pinion or Trip Pinion.
So you're picking one of the Pinions.
Yep.
Well, little brother has class with Tate Pinion, who is just a very, very funny person. During Trip signing day, it was over, and I had just come back from physical therapy. Tate's walking out, comes up, gives me a big dap up, talks to me like we're best friends, and it's just funny. But he was in class the other day and had a sub. They said he was A.J. Hunt's mom, or girls' halftime interview. Shout out to him, saying that he had a sub who asked him if he was related to the Pinion brothers. And he's just like, yeah. It didn't say that he was a part of them. But anytime that you've got a set of brothers like that have been 1-2 in the scoring as much as they have, that's just a really neat thing for Katie and Dave to have. Obviously cheering for each of them individually, but getting to go out there and cheer for them together is very special. As sure, this is something that Tucker will think about later on, getting to play his brother's senior night out there with him. As I know in baseball, Logan Brown, Warrior Media's own, and Malachi Brown, I gave up my starting spot to Malachi in center field so him and Logan could play senior night together, and that was just a really cool moment for the both of them. But really, how much does this game mean on an emotional standpoint for these 8 seniors and their teammates that really want to see them get a win here tonight?
Well, since there's 8 of them, so obviously they'd have a close connection. They've always been around each other since middle school, probably had classes together, all these other things. I think that they're closer to a family and brothers than they are teammates.
Absolutely, and definitely want to go out and give it your all for each one of those guys. They are individually, each one of them has their own personality, but it's just like a puzzle piece. Once you put all these seniors together, they just mesh so well, and they're such great friends with each other. You talk about ego on a team. This team has no ego. These guys have played with each other for a really long time. Even Michael Arcia Davis, we alluded to, just moving here this year, he's fit right in. You see him with all the basketball players in the hallways. I don't know if it's a conscious effort by the counselors, but it seems like all the boys basketball players, if they're not in the same class, at least have class next to one another. Because on game days like this, you see them in their sweats in hordes. Seems like they take up the hallway.
I don't know. You think the counselors do that themselves?
I don't know. I think that they just find one another in the hallways because the Warriorettes do the same thing. I'll be walking down the hallway, and just all of a sudden, here comes 8 girls basketball players down the hallway, forming a wall.
Maybe they're just closer to people than we are, Sam. Maybe it's an us problem.
I know that I always have that one person after every class that I'll walk with, and it kind of differs based on where I'm at.
I think I walk with a new person basically every day.
Really?
Yeah. But I guess I'm a pretty sociable guy.
Yeah, very well versed in the high schools of White County. Talking about just all the people that you can see. Every senior needs to be sure, if they haven't already and still have an opportunity to sign the senior shirt. Be sure you give your shirt size when you do that. I'm not sure if we're still doing that. I believe we are. Running out of room. Definitely want to have it on there. Everybody's signature that we can get will go on the back of senior shirts. Everybody will get one. You don't want to miss out and be the one person out of 249 that doesn't get your name on there. So be sure and sign that. We were set up, me and Casey Seal, during the mandatory Tennessee Promise meeting, and we only had the one pin, and all of a sudden it was not nearly enough. All these seniors coming through, probably 150 people, it felt like, all at once coming and getting that signed. So class of 2025, very great one. I'm obviously biased in that, being a part of it. But they brought a lot to the high school over the last 4 years, and it'll be easy to remember high school reunions. It'll always end in a 5 or a 0
Yeah.
for them. My parents had the same thing. They graduated 30 years ago in the class of 95. So when we graduate high school, it'll be their 30-year reunion.
My dad graduated in 2000, so that's the easiest.
That's the easiest one ever.
Yeah.
As if you had to point to one aspect of this game, maybe something that doesn't get talked about a lot for these Warriors to win, what do you think it would be?
Communication.
Okay.
I see them talk a lot during the games, whether it's towards each other or just about what's going on in general. I think there's probably because their bond is a lot of communication that happens.
Well, defensively, what do the Warriors need to do? They gave up 76 points to Cumberland County in their last matchup. How do they keep them at a more convenient score?
Well, I would say stop the easy shots. You know, don't have any sloppy turnovers to lead to easy baskets. The per usual things that you don't want to do in a basketball game. They really have to solidify themselves to not do those things.
Well, Cumberland County has a certified shooter. Hugh Trail, I believe, hit 5 threes the other day against Livingston, I believe, and torched us for something along the line of 5 or 6 three-pointers probably. He can shoot, man. He's just a freshman, but he's just kind of a Tucker Pinion type of guy that's out there and can heat up in an instant. So Warriors definitely need to have hot three-point shooting to counterbalance that. Jordan Brown,
Oh, wow. It's Izzy, I believe.
Hit Izzy Pinion. Jordan checking on her, making sure she's all right. As I'm sure that's not where he was aiming whenever he shot that one.
At least I hope not.
I hope not, too. 6:42 minutes away from the start of the boys' game. Dagan, you gave your score prediction earlier. It was 67-46. If, let's say, the Warriors have a tougher time getting those 67 points tonight, what do you think their one maybe offensive struggle might be tonight, and how do you think they need to overcome that?
Well, I think that there is, with offensive struggles, I feel like when teams play us, they pack the paint and then leave 2 guards to go out the wings. Just to really allow that, because most of the time our larger scores, besides Tucker Pinion, Lucas Dickerson, is mostly paint dominant. So I think if they could maybe put out somebody else heats up, so we have to respect the 3-ball a little bit more, that would help them a lot with scoring.
How many three-point shots made is not enough for the Warriors here tonight, do you think?
3-point shots that are not enough. I think they at least need to get 7.
7 three-pointers, so at least 21 points from behind the arc.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's say they fall short and they hit 4 to 5 three-pointers. Where do they need to make that difference up at?
Converting on easy layups. The amount of time, and free throws. Those are both just, all the gimme points should be hit to really, you need that in every basketball game. And second chance points also. That is a big factor.
Absolutely. So you're talking about second chance opportunities. That's obviously something you want to eliminate on the defensive end. You said that you think that Cumberland County will be held to 46 points. Let's say that they start to heat up a little bit here tonight. How can the Warriors start to put out that fire defensively? If you had to pick out just maybe a small tweak, maybe one thing you want to hone in on against this Cumberland County squad to try and stop, what do you think it would be?
Well, this with the shooters that Cumberland County has, you obviously want to make sure you stop the 3-ball, whether that be a tight man-to-man or a 1-3-1, which we all know Mitchell enjoys his 1-3-1. But if that's not working, definitely go into a tight man-to-man defense. But find someone that can't shoot and put Keon or somebody on that to Nathaniel to really stop the paint from being driven.
I like that. I like that idea. Speaking of ideas I like, calling 931-808-6422 for any assistance you need in the land selling process. That's something I like. I would call Matt Elrod today at 931-808-6422 today and get that land sales solution. And then, of course, there's White County Farm Bureau that was recently voted best of the best for both Best Insurance Company and Best Customer Service Rep. They're there when you need them the most. Stop by and get a quote today at 141 Churchill Drive. You can give them a call at 931-836-3171. They want to say go Warriors. And then, of course, Elevate Fitness right across the street at 144 Churchill Drive. They proudly support our Warriors and Warriorettes. Join their community and push your limits with strength training, CrossFit, and more. Elevate your fitness together, Dagan. And then, of course, Miss Geneva Hayes, the White County High School class of 1940. That is a long time ago. That America wasn't even in World War II yet, and she had graduated high school. She's 103 years old, about to turn 104. Always tunes in, always watches us. Thank you for the spread back here. The donuts, I'm not sure how many is going to be left by the end of the night. Good thing Big John is sick, is not out here. Miss Price gave us donuts for the announcements crew the other day, and I couldn't tell if A.J. Hunt was joking when he said Big John had 7 or not, but they were delicious.
I'm going to go with was not joking. That's my guess.
maybe 5.
Five's probably more reasonable.
Five's more reasonable. But, of course, Big John's sick. Hope he gets better soon. Hate to lose him.
Student section, not as electric without him.
No, especially missing Big John. That's especially going to hurt. He was a huge factor in that win the other night that maybe not a lot of people would point to, but he was letting that Stone Memorial bench have it. He was letting Cade Capps have it. And then after the game, he went and shook every single one of their hands in the handshake line. Not sure how he got away with that one.
My dad. That's how he got away with that. Yep.
Well, Big John, he is a character. Always watching. Hope that he is tonight. Hope he gets to feel better soon. Auto Surgery doing a great job on the teleprompter, but he's no Big John. We'd love to have him back. As Warriors are going to try and sweep Crossville this week. How big would a win here tonight impact the Warriors standing in the district? And conversely, how much would a loss sink their postseason aspirations?
Well, considering they just came off of beating the Stone Memorial, if they win this, I think that'll really create a rhythm and a momentum for them to keep winning games. So not alone is this just important for this singular game, but I think it's so important for their future to go into the playoffs.
Well, not to say that you can't win it, but Tuesday's Upperman, and they will never give you an easy game. Talk about cream of the crop here in the Upper Cumberland, that's them. And until somebody knocks them off their throne, they're going to sit at 1. So the Warriors definitely need to beat these other opponents. I think they beat the second best team in the district on Tuesday night. So this is probably, outside of us, the 4th best team in the district. Let's see if we can't go and climb out of 5th place, as we're about 25 seconds from doing so. As we're about to get set underway. Dagan, if you had to preemptively pick one word to describe the outcome of this game, what do you think it would be?
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Yep.
Gotcha. Gonna start with the starting 5 of Cumberland County with Jake Christopher, number 5. Got number 11, Andrew Dennis. Number 23, Saul Sitton. Maybe he's related to that Sitton from the other night. Here comes Tristan Futrell, who looks tiny, but man, he can wear out that 3-point shot. And then rounding out the starting 5, number 44, no idea. Got no 44 here. But right now, what I do know is the starters for the White County Warriors, starting with number 1, Darvon Richmond. Following him out there, as always, will be number 3, Trip Pinion. Joining him in the starting 5 will be number 5, Jordan Brown. And then the 4th starter for the night will be number 20, Michael Arcia Davis. And then finally, for the starting 5, starting number 12, Mr. Slam Dunk himself, Nathaniel Griffin, and then we're gonna announce the rest of the seniors. 6'2", I don't know about it. Gage Stevenson. It's senior night. We'll let it slide. Then we've got Keon Lewis. Then rounding out the starting five, number 30, Lucas Dickerson. So cool moment that they all get recognized there, and that it's an all-senior starting five here tonight. What do you think that this starting five brings the Warriors?
Chemistry. I think people underestimate how important chemistry is. Like, the Mavs probably would have never won the championship without chemistry.
The Mavericks?
In the 2011 Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah.
Probably should have been a little bit more
Yeah, I was
specific.
going to say.
Yeah, that's my bad, everyone out there.
Well, they couldn't have reached the NBA championship last year without Luka Doncic, and now they never will without him as the jump goes. Never mind, not going up yet. Going to have to adjust the arm. Now goes up and won by White County. Nate Griffin doesn't miss too many tips, ladies and gentlemen. Into the hands of Pinion, going to find Richmond. Up top to Davis. Going to find Brown at the wing. Over to Pinion. Sizing up Mr. Jets. I was hoping for a last name. Pinion gets it started right, as that's deja vu for some of these Jets players that watched him torch them for over 38 points. Futrell wide open for three. He's not going to miss too many of those. Going to have to close out on him. Fighting for the ball on the court. Jump ball. Going to go Cumberland County's way with 7:26 to go here in the first quarter. Inbounding the ball, number 44. Going to try and find, that is Dennis. Nearly poked away and stolen, but a foul will keep him here for now. Foul is on number 1, Darvon Richmond. Going to inbound the ball right in front of the White County High School cheerleaders into the hands of Christopher. Up top to Sitton. Over to the corner, going to drive in number 44. Futrell with the ball. Futrell sealed off by Brown. Good defense from him. So they're going to try and run something else here. Getting into the lane. Dump down, fine. Christopher lost it. Pinion got 3 Jets right there by him. Spinning in the lane, up and in. Trip Pinion, he loves to play Cumberland County. Here comes Sitton with the ball, spinning into the lane. Dump down, gorgeous find. Christopher, the benefactor. 6:40 to go right here. Pinion bringing the ball down the court. Trip Pinion 4, Cumberland County 2. Let's see if one of these other seniors get on the board right here. Davis going to hand it off to Griffin. Thought about driving in, going to pull back out. Going to go at Christopher now and walk. Just drug that pivot foot just a little bit. Otherwise would have been a great finish. Going to find Christopher, and a foul on Richmond. That'll be his second early. And just like that, Stevenson will come get him. Richmond getting a little foul happy here early, and he'll check out. See if he doesn't get a little bit, maybe a less aggressive, sitting out on the bench for a little bit and come back and play some meaningful minutes. Gonna get in the hands of Sitton. He's got Davis on him. A tough defensive assignment for 3. No good. Rebounded by Stevenson. Corrals it into the hands of Pinion. Pinion with number 44 on him. They face guarded Tripp the whole game last time. He's gonna take a mid-ranger. No good. Rebounded by Davis. Wonderful find. Pinion gonna get it to Nate, who gets clobbered. No call. Pinion driving in, out for 3. Stevenson. It's good. True North three-pointer from Gage Stevenson. Starting off hot. Let's see if it stays that way. Christopher gonna pick up his dribble, gonna get it over to Sitton. Sitton to Dennis. Whoa. Over to Futrell. With Brown on him, gonna drive in, and a push foul on Jordan Brown. Be his first. But the Warriors, you're talking about coming out hot. They came out hot, up 5 points with 5:22 to go on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. How can they keep the lead that they've got?
Well, they keep running and pushing this ball up, and I think the faster pace is making Cumberland act a little frantic, you know, a little jittery and causing bad turnovers or rush shots, anything like that. Should help the Warriors keep scoring.
Sitting with the ball, got Davis on him, spinning. Gonna try and find Futrell, does so. Christopher gonna get it back to Futrell, who will miss off the front iron there, kept it short. Here comes Pinion with a 5-point lead with 5 to go. Fancy dribble work, gonna find Gage Stevenson, thought about it, gonna get it down low to Lewis, mid-ranger. Silky smooth J from Keon Lewis, brings it out 9 to 2. Getting the ball up the court quickly. Cumberland County doesn't want to get shot out of the building. Dennis, no good, rebounded by Pinion. Bringing the ball up the court with 4:38 to go. Gonna find Stevenson. Down low, Lewis. A little bit of space to work with, going up and under, off glass. No good, couldn't get the home team roll, but Warriors will retain the possession. Looked like it got slung down by Sitton. 4:26 to go, Warriors up 7 on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Pinion to inbounds, who's he gonna try and find?
Keon.
Does so, and just couldn't hit it to go off the back glass. Fancy dribble work there from Sitton and a foul. Lewis gonna pick up his first, into the game Dickerson. It's been an all senior rotation, and out goes Jordan Brown. So it'll be Davis, Stevenson, Lewis, Pinion, and Dickerson versus Futrell, Dennis, Sitton, Christopher, and number 44 with 4:20 to go here in the first quarter. What do you think a realistic end of the first quarter score will be?
14-8.
Well, halfway to 8 right there. A 3 from Dennis. Going to take a timeout, Cumberland County's head coach. So we'll take this timeout to give a really big shout out, not to a sponsor, just for a really big Warriors fan. That is Mr. Dave McCauley. Warrior Media, we want to send a shout out to longtime White County educator Dave McCauley. He's one of the biggest Warrior and Warriorettes fans. All of us here hope you recover soon and want to thank you for all your years of service to our schools. Go Warriors. Thank you, Mr. McCauley. Hope that he's watching. He usually is. So coming out of the timeout, excuse me, what do you think that Cumberland County's head coach was telling his boys?
He was telling them to get better looks. They are living and dying by the 3 ball right now. And they are more dying than living from it. So I think that they were looking to create open shots of easier buckets.
Pinion down low to Lewis at the elbow, driving in. Davis met Christopher, nothing to do. Gonna find Pinion driving in, spinning up over Sitton, couldn't get it to go. And nearly stolen away by Arcia Davis, Grand Theft Alvarado style. Over to Futrell, gonna drive, shooter on shooter. Dickerson pushes him out of bounds. That'll be 2 free throws. The Warriors have 5 team fouls, Cumberland County 9. So right now, if the Warriors are shooting this well from the field, you don't wanna waste that advantage at the free throw line, am I right?
Yep, and I think that these Warriors have a much larger frame than the Cumberland County Jets. So I think that'll lead to more foul calls possibly just because of how much smaller these Jets are than the Warriors.
Hits the second one there. Pinion bringing the ball up the court, up 3 points on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Right near that giant S at the center of the Roy. That S for Sam Robb made history the other night. Gage Stevenson, quick deuce down low, great back cut there. Here comes Sitton with a little bit of urgency. Davis on him, thought about it, 44, got a foul, another one. This time offensive. That'll be on Sitton. It'll be his first, team's first. So they've done a great job defensively, not fouling. Weird that you see with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, there's only 1 foul and it's offensive. But Pinion gonna use the Stevenson screen. Got number 44 on him off of his shoe. And you know, Pinion, very accurate quarterback. I'm pretty sure he was aiming for his shoe on that one. Just reset everything. Speaking of resetting everything, here comes in a couple of new Warriors, Tucker Pinion and Keon Lewis. or excuse me, Tucker Pinion and Cole Sims. Out goes Michael Arcia Davis and Keon Lewis. Here comes Pinion with 44 on him. Gonna drive in, spinning, off glass, and one. Trip Pinion headed to the line. Number 3 with a 3-point play pending the free throw here with 2:51 left to play in the first quarter. Pinion shooting 1 at the line. Making sure everybody's on the same page.
Love to see those Pinion boys out there together now.
Absolutely. Trip, free throw up, good. Trip Pinion bringing it out to an 8-point lead just like that. Sitting with the ball, gonna find Christopher, gonna get it back to Sitton, gonna use the Christopher screen. Great dump down fine and a miss. Gonna put one back up. Christopher will kick himself for that one. Futrell knocks away from Pinion. Not something you hear a whole lot of. Sitton gonna find number 44 out to Christopher. Gonna get it back to Sitton. Gonna spin into the lane. Great find, but an offensive foul first. Planted feet, Lucas Dickerson. Great job there as in the game comes number 10 with long sleeves on, I might add. That'll be number 10, Asher Miffin.
You're not a long sleeve fan?
Nope. I never wore sleeves when I played basketball.
Oh, I enjoy the long sleeves sometimes.
Not I. Gonna find Tucker Pinion. Gorgeous pump fake there. Gonna get it to Dickerson up top. Trip for 3. True North three-pointer. Trip Pinion on senior night. You know it's a big night when Trip Pinion starts hitting three-pointers. Futrell thought about it from the Warrior head. Gonna drive. Awkward left-hand pass. Sitting, going up into the lane, off glass. No good. But a foul on either Sims or Pinion. Coach Mitchell thought it was a travel. He's not in the striped shirt, so it's not his call.
Yep. Speaking about our basketball careers, me and Sam used to play together.
Yeah, we did. One season on Miss Price, we alluded to her earlier on her SYB team, made it all the way to the championship game.
And then lost, but
we lost.
That's besides the point.
Yeah, you know, we were down 3 points. You missed a three-pointer. It's all right, Dagan. I don't remember it. In and out, misses both free throws. In the hands of Pinion. Crossing behind the back. Pretty move. Going to get it out. Dickerson thought about it. Going to drive in. Scoop layup. Looked like he got bumped. No whistle. 1.5 to go here. Pinion sizing up the defense. Gorgeous feed down to his buddy Gage, who will get 2 free throws out of it. Trip Pinion, man, he served that one up on a platter. Almost as nice as the platter that Miss Geneva Hayes brought us at Warrior Media. Thank you to her again, and once again, thank you for always tuning in. Gage Stevenson misses the first. As I don't know if you're a big fan of the shoe grip thing, but Trip Pinion loves it. Every free throw he's not in, he goes over there and gets some. Is that just kind of a nervous habit? Maybe not. Maybe not.
I enjoy it, but I do know some people that don't like how sticky it feels because, like, your first couple steps do stick when you step.
Pinion with number 44 on him. Still don't know that guy's name. Fade away off the front of the iron and rebounded by number 44, who just loses out of bounds. Great defense from Sims. He was pointing the right way. Warriors basketball. In comes Christopher. Out comes Sitton. I was really hoping I could hear what he was going to call number 44 on that one. I couldn't get it. Here comes Sims with 68 seconds to play here. Finds Dickerson, finds Tripp, finds Gage. Over to Dickerson, up top to Sims with a minute to play. Going to take the 3. Who did we get on the foul there? Number 30, Lucas Dickerson. I guess a moving screen. That'll be his second personal. He's been playing in foul trouble a lot recently. His three-point shot's so important that he's really got to stay away from fouling. Into the game comes Lewis for the next 60 seconds. Going to find number 44, Pinion guarding him. Offensive foul. Trading him. Number 5, that's Christopher, his first, and now the Warriors will be shooting free throws. So a team that didn't foul at all for 5 minutes has 5 fouls in the last 2.5 minutes. That was their 5th foul. Never mind. 17-6. Pinion with that 11-point lead that he's helped expand upon. Here he goes to Lewis, back to Pinion with 40 seconds left. Tripp into the lane, spinning, going off glass. A tough finish for anybody not named Tripp Pinion. Makes that a 13-point lead to number 44. Gonna shoot right over the top of Tripp, and it's sweet-looking shot there. Back to a 10-point lead for the Warriors now on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Passes it over Pinion to Pinion. Nearly lost it. Tripp Pinion can palm the ball. I mean, he's got some paws on him. 10 seconds left right now. Just crossing back and forth, trying to find the weakness in the defense. Gorgeous dump down, fine. Oh, Stevenson just didn't have it. Blocked Lewis, mid-ranger. No good, they're not gonna count it. Keon Lewis, always a flair for the dramatic. He hit a big three-pointer in Smith County. That one won't count. As the end of the first quarter, your Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report reads 19-9 in favor of the White County Warriors. Speaking of Farm Bureau, they're proud to be your hometown insurance agency. With more than 75 years of combined experience, they're there to help you with your insurance needs. Stop by and see agency manager Ryan Qualls or agent Daniel Bray just to go, or Kate Crosley. Located at 141 Churchill Drive. You can give them a call at 931-836-3171. Go Warriors. And then, of course, we have Elevate Fitness. The Elevate Fitness, they proudly support our Warriors and Warriorettes. Join their community and push your limits with strength training, CrossFit, and more. Let's elevate your fitness together. 8 minutes right here. It's a 10-point lead. How can the Warriors make this an even more expansive lead than it already is?
Well, these, like I said before, these Jets are living and dying by the three. So if they just keep forcing them to take shots that they're not hitting, don't change anything until they start to heat up.
Davis with the ball on the wing, gonna find Tucker Pinion for deep. Oh, nearly got that roll. Davis gonna get it. Oh. The people I am facing thought it was out of bounds. The people to my left did not. People I'm facing, Cumberland County. People to my left, White County. So I'm sure there's no favoritism on that call. Tipped up and in, I think, by Cole Sims. Pinion going to bring the ball up the court with an 8-point lead on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau scoreboard with 7.5 to go. Let's see if they can't answer. In the hands of Sims, up top to Davis. Davis to Tucker. Tucker lost it. Through Futrell's legs. Got Dennis with Davis on him. Number 23. Futrell driving in and getting blocked by Tucker Pinion. Here's Tripp into the lane. Got tripped. Tripp got tripped, but not a call there. Gonna take it himself for three. Oh, GT Odden air ball. Scarborough gets held up there. Jump ball gonna stay Cumberland County basketball with 6:50 to play. Right now for Cumberland County, what are you going to try and run to really gnaw away and chew into this 8-point lead? A Dennis three perhaps? No, another GT Odden air ball. Up ahead to Tucker, who throws it right to Dennis. Dennis is going to find Jets player number 44 who hits it off the glass. Great play from number 44. Here comes Pinion. All of a sudden that 10-point lead is a 6-point lead. We've got Lucas Dickerson set to check in. Maybe his three-point shooting can help spark the offense. Pinion nearly lost it there. 6:19 to play. Into the hands of Davis. Thought about it. Going to find Lewis. Into the hands of Pinion. Going to use the Lewis screen. 6:08 left to play. Pinion spinning, fading, hitting. Tripp Pinion. I think that Mr. Allsball is going to be tired of saying Tripp Pinion before the night's over. I expect he's going to have a huge night. In the lane, going up, and a foul. An offensive foul. Nobody yell. Let me hear this name. I couldn't make that out at all.
I even took off my headphones. I still couldn't make it off.
5:55 to play. Warriors are up 8. Pinion bringing the ball down the court with 5:50 play on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Going to hand it off to Sims. and rebounded by Dennis. Going to be going Cumberland County way after a foul on Davis, his first in the game. Christopher, out goes Scarborough. Inbounding the ball into the hands of Sitton. Let's see, he had a big game the last time we played, been relatively quiet. Dennis going up with that left hand, lift in and out. Sims with the ball, gonna push the pace. Now gonna slow up and set the offense with 5.5 to go. Ooh, gorgeous move out to Lewis for a mid-ranger at the elbow, no good. Rebounded by Sitton, ran into his own player there. Sitton gonna hand it off. Futrell thought about it, gonna drive in, dump down, find, going and passing out Dennis. Dennis nearly poked away and stolen, and now will be foul. They're gonna get Dennis on a foul right here. No, just out of bounds. To me, it looked like he grabbed his arm, but they had a much better look than I did. Here comes Pinion with 5 to play. Out of the game, Lewis. We got Stevenson back in, though. He's had a pretty solid night. Scored a lot. Sims going to kick out Dickerson. Thought about it. Now Stevenson over to Tripp. Tripp crossing, hitting. No. Stevenson rebound. Tripp, 3. No, good. Going to stay White County basketball, though, with 4:37 to play. Strip Pinion did as much to hit that shot as you can for the shot not to actually go in. Who was saying that?
I have no clue.
I thought it was their head coach, but his mouth wasn't moving at the same time. That was just kind of odd. Here comes Pinion in the lane and lost it. Sideline act and hot potatoed to Sims. Stevenson for 3. No good, off the side. 4:15 to play. In the hands of number 44, the mystery player. Gonna swing one over to Scarborough now. Now to Sitton. Sitton gonna drive in. Go up off glass. Great finish there. Cuts the lead back down to 6. Timeout, Coach Mitchell. As what do you think he's going to be telling those Warriors in the huddle?
Slow down their scoring ability. I think that the Mitchell called that to stop their momentum. A lot of smart coaches do that. It's a very great thing to do, is to call a timeout to really slow down the opposing team's offense.
Well, something that will definitely slow down the opposing team offense. Whatever Chase Lewis is saying, he's getting that student section fired up.
Maybe it was one of them that said it. I don't know what they said.
No, it sounded like an adult's voice.
Well, there is Will Walker.
It sounded down near the court.
Maybe it's a guy on a bench or one of the coaches.
I don't know. Maybe it was an assistant coach. I'm not sure.
I was just very confused by it.
Yeah, it was odd. We got Coach Hillis mopping up that Warrior head. Tyler Meadows, where you at, man? Pinion to Sims. Gonna seal off and hand it to Tripp. Gonna keep it now into the lane. Spinning, losing it again, going up off glass. Doesn't matter if he has possession or not. Tripp Pinion still finds a way to score. Crossing over, up top, Sitting for 3. Another GT Ogden air ball. They're full of them. 3:27. Here comes Pinion up the court. Got that 8-point lead. How can they get it back up to double digits and maintain it, Dagan?
They're playing a tight man-to-man. There's visibly no help. There probably is help, but visibly there's no help. So if they can just get past the person who's guarding them and take the bucket, then there it is.
Pinion fade.
Just like that.
You know what? Just let Tripp Pinion handle it. I'm sure you won't regret it. Over to Scarborough, gonna hand it off. Futrell for 3. Another air ball. That one might have been tipped. It looked like it was. Down low, Stevenson gets bumped. And
I think he was going up for it. I think he was.
I don't know. It looked like he got bumped, spun around, was like, maybe I can look like it. It got blocked by the bottom of the backboard.
Too.
Hey, if you're already fouled, what's the use of not going up? Out comes Futrell and Scarborough. In comes Miffin and Christopher. Stevenson to Davis. Davis with it over to Tripp Pinion with 2:43 to play. Pinion up top, Arcia Davis. Tucker back to Tripp. Tripp into the lane, spinning. Going up with that right hand, heading the line for 2. As Tripp Pinion back to the line to shoot 2. How big are free throws going to be in this game?
Well, if these Jets bring the ball closer, free throws can change the aspect of the entire game easily.
Pinion misses the first.
Would have loved to see him convert on that one. Nathaniel coming in for Stevenson.
So let's see if Nate can have another big highlight play like on Tuesday to get this crowd into it heading into halftime. Pinion hits the second free throw in the hands of Sitton.
Talking about that highlight play, that dude that he done that to was in the game for a minute and a half, got 2 fouls, and then
got dunked on. Unfortunate game action for him, and unfortunate foul there from Sims. Wrong place, wrong time. Second foul on Cole Sims with 2:24 to play. The Warriors are up 11 points on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report as we got the referees mopping up some sweat. Tyler Meadows, come on, man. He's got his towel ready, though. Looks like he's mopping up his own little area right there. As Coach Hillis got cracked up by something. Either that or he feigned it for calls. I'm not sure. Oh, that's hilarious. Please referee in our favor. Sitting and 1. Davis, he will pick up his second foul, I think. And Sitton will head the line. Yep, second personal foul. Sitton at the line can convert the three-point play with a free throw right here. In comes Lewis. Out comes Arcia Davis. A little bit more size here going double big lineup for the Warriors. What's that going to do for us?
Well, I think that we have larger frames than they do, but they are taller than we are. So I think that we'll get more rebounds than we were before, obviously. But I think that there's going to be more of a physical dominance now.
Alrighty then, 2:18 to play, 26-18 is the score. Here's Griffin up top to Tripp. Tripp gonna find Tucker. Tucker to Cole Sims up top. Griffin thought about it, gonna drive in the lane, kick out. Tucker driving into the lane. Floater, no good, but a push foul. Gonna shoot 2 from the free throw line here. Tucker Pinion shooting 2 with 2:01 to play. That is Dennis's first personal foul. Tucker, free throw up and good, hits the first. Let's see if he can't convert both and bring this one back out to a double-digit lead. What would a double-digit halftime lead mean for the Warriors as can't convert, but Griffin's got a shot at 2 now.
And double digits, that's just not even just like a good standing, but that builds confidence. That 9 to 10 point differential mentally means a lot more than what it is actually, which is just great to be more, I guess, excited, more pumped, you know, like, wow, we're up by 10, but not to slack down any.
Absolutely, is some more missed free throws here from the Warriors. Griffin missing the first in of the 2. Missed free throws is what lost us this game when we played in Crossville. Let's see if
wow, that ref is really chatting it up.
Yeah, I don't know what she was saying. Let's see if they can't improve from the line. Free throw, hits it. Maybe he just needed, maybe didn't need a little extra time right there for that conversation to hit the second one. Gonna find Sitton. Lewis on him. Over to Dennis. Dennis gonna find Sitton. Dump down find. Good idea, bad execution. Off of Lewis's shoe, gets it back. Oh man, that just threw off a maybe dunk opportunity there from Griffin. Let's hope he gets another one over the next 90 seconds. Up top to Pinion. Pinion driving in, pull up, and no good, couldn't get it to go. Sitton gonna uncork one. Pump fake and gets it to go.
I know our defense didn't get to get set up right now.
Yeah.
But we are running a 1-3-1, which is a sight
what you
to
were
see.
saying earlier. Tucker Pinion in the corner. up top. Trip Pinion with 60 seconds to play in the first half. It's 28-20 on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Trip spinning in the lane, going up and under, and one. Trip Pinion. Work your magic, sir. 30-20 is the lead. Let's see if we can't get that to a nice even 31. My baseball number, Trip, at the line, trying to convert the back end of this three-point play. In the game, Futrell out of the game. Miffin, Pinion up, and good. Here comes Sitton with 50 seconds left. Gonna try and push the pace quickly. Cumberland County's trying to get those long passes and catch the Warriors defense before it gets set. Down low to Scarborough, out for a Dennis three, hits it. Cumberland County's got a lot of shooters. They've been cold early. Don't hang your laurels on that. Make sure that you keep it tough for them. 30 seconds to play, Warriors up 8. Let's see if they can't get it back to that magic 10-point advantage we were talking about. Lewis at the top of the key, over to Pinion. Gonna set up the offense with 18 seconds right near that big S at the center of the court. Now with 12 seconds left, sizing up the defense. Got 8 seconds to play. Trip Pinion, so great in these moments. Driving in, kick out, Stevenson, three. It's good, True North three-pointer, Gage Stevenson. It's an 11-point lead on the Ryan Qualls halftime score report, 34-23 Warriors. So right now we want to thank our halftime sponsor, Morgan Furniture Center in Sparta, your hometown source for quality made in American furniture and Serta Perfect sleeper and beauty rest mattresses. Morgan Furniture will always get a Save with Dave discount deal, plus at Morgan's they'll pay your sales tax on every purchase, plus free delivery. Morgan Furniture, 570 North Spring Street in Sparta. You deserve the best in furniture and bedding for your home. Save with Dave at Morgan Furniture. Right now, about to announce the Cassville Bees, Dole Indians, and I believe Woodland Park basketball teams. Obviously a big deal to each and every one of those kiddos to get to walk out at halftime of a high school game. Do you remember your first time coming out on a court this size in front of a lot of people like this?
Kinda. I remember definitely my 5th grade year. I don't think I wanted to be there. I think that's why I remember it. But I did find it very cool when I was quite young. You know, that many people, you know, a lot of people cheered for you.
Absolutely. I was talking to A.J. Hunt about this. This is the upcoming classes. Like, this will get on you a lot quicker than you realize. I feel like I was in elementary school yesterday, and all of a sudden I'm a senior in high school. Like, it's just been a blur. Sooner rather than later, this next wave of Cassville Bees and Woodland Park Panthers and Doyle Indians will be up here having people like us commentate about them playing high school basketball, which is just crazy. And starting off, got Jace Walker, got the Doyle Indians, of course, coached by Coach Johnny Smith, as they always have been. Got a lot of boys out there. Obviously, we're talking about just what a cool moment this is. What are some of your favorite moments from elementary school basketball, Dagan?
Well, my 5th grade year would have been winning, but we lost. We went undefeated, except we did lose once to Doyle, and then we went undefeated until championship game. I've never won a championship other than one time in AAU basketball.
Wow, that is a little kid. I mean, it's just crazy to think that those guys out there one day will be out here playing on this court. I was talking to AJ about it. I was going through old yearbooks, old elementary school yearbooks at the senior supper, and just some of the basketball pictures. So many people you recognize, and you're like, it's weird to see them that height now. Like, you just don't remember them at that age.
Or them playing basketball.
Yeah, or you're like, oh, really? Like, my girlfriend was the manager, and like Abby Hetty played basketball at Findlay. I never knew Abby played basketball, so
I went to Findlay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So I mean, right here, I mean, this will be trivia one day for some people, like who played where and did what. Gonna keep on announcing Woodland Park Panthers. Almost reached the end of the line there. Announcing the managers, and then that should do it, ladies and gentlemen. One last round of applause for the Woodland Park Panthers, Doyle Indians, and Cassville Bees basketball team. Very cool moment there for all of them, obviously. So they're gonna walk off right here. Looks like Kennedy Billings is posing for a picture. I don't know if she's gonna come up here and do her halftime interview here in a second, but
Yeah,
the
like,
Real
where's
Estate
Kennedy
Collective,
for
Real Estate Collective is about to do their putt. Let's see. Yeah, as we alluded to it earlier, but the Roy Sewell Gymnasium won Best in the Nashville area for basketball gyms. Huge congratulations to them.
Mr. Wilson really wanted us to vote today on that.
Yeah. Let's see how this goes. The first guy got very close. Let's see. About to line up the putt. And leaning back. Here we go. Doesn't look like it's got it.
I don't think it does either, Sam.
Nope. No good.
That's unfortunate.
Here we go. We got the second shot here. What adjustments are you looking for, Dagan?
Looking for adjustments. I'm just really trying to line up that ball. If that was me out there, I'd be taking my time. I'd probably hit a little Tiger Woods squat going.
Here we go. This one looks a little bit better. Going. No, just missed. Here's the last shot. Too far to the right, too far to the left. Let's see if he can find the middle.
Took a little practice swing right there.
Yeah, maybe that's what it took. The third putt on the par 3. I don't know about it. We'll see. We'll see.
Is it going?
No, just missed. As Kenny Billings hustling up here to get the halftime interview in. Yeah, I saw you down right in front of us, Kennedy, taking pictures, and I was like, she forgot.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad I got you up here, though. I was really looking forward to this. Was that your first high school start here tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Can you move your mic just a little bit closer to your mouth? Yeah, there you go. Perfect. So obviously a cool moment there. Senior night, probably something that you'll always remember. But there's a lot of moments that lead up to senior night. Will you just walk me through the last 4 years as a Warriorette basketball player?
Oh, it's been amazing. It's just, starting my freshman year has been like a completely different turnaround. Like, we wouldn't win every single game, and now we're winning every single game, and it's just like crazy to me.
Well, for pretty much your entire high school basketball career, you were the only person in your class that actually attended White County High School that played high school basketball for the girls. So that was kind of probably a different dynamic for you. So what does it mean to have so many great teammates over the years, and who are some of the people that you'll always remember being there for you during your time as a Warriorette?
A lot of them. My sophomore year, me, KB, Lexi Golden, and like KK were all really good friends. We hung out like every day. We'd go to football games together, basketball games, like everything, and I'll like always cherish those moments with them.
Absolutely. And then talking about the senior night activities, how cool is that to get to walk out with your parents right here in front of one of the biggest crowds we've seen? I know Tuesday was big, but I think that we usurped that one here tonight. Just talk about the atmosphere here at the Roy and why it really is the best gym in the Nashville area.
Oh, I love it. The crowd is insane. Like, I didn't expect this many people, and it just like showing that our community shows up for us. It's like amazing. I love looking up there and seeing all the people that come to support us. I don't even know half of them, but I just love when they come and support us. It's amazing.
Absolutely. I've always said White County has the best fans of anybody. looking ahead a little bit, season's just about over. We got homecoming Tuesday against Upperman and traveling to Livingston. All of a sudden, you're in the district tournament. How has your mindset had to wrap around that this senior year is rapidly dwindling down?
Oh, it's really sad, but
I
I'm
bet.
taking it in. I'm enjoying every moment. I am. I haven't cried yet, which is
Oh,
amazing.
wow.
So
That's good.
I know I'm proud of
That's
myself.
good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I plan to come back after high school and watch Lakeland and them. So.
Absolutely. Well, you guys are such a tight-knit group. Correct me if I'm wrong. You hosted a Friendsgiving at your house with this group. That's very cool, especially to have so many non-seniors that you can watch maybe Warrior Media if you don't come to the games and see all these people that you played with kind of fill your shoes from here on out. Absolutely. If you had to describe this senior season in just a sentence, what do you think that sentence would be?
It's amazing. That's more like 2 words, but the best season I've played. Yes, I love it. I love it. We're all so close, and it's amazing. Every time we step on the floor, I feel like we give it our all, and we play as a team, and I love it. It's amazing.
Well, thank you, Kennedy. I really appreciate this halftime interview. I was really hoping you'd say yes. We had some difficulties getting you up here. You forgot. I couldn't get a text through you, so thank you to Gracie Clark. I said I'd shout her out for getting us hooked up together.
Tonight was actually our 100th win as seniors.
Really?
Yes.
Congratulations on that. I didn't know that. Well, enjoy the boys' second half, Kennedy. I really appreciated this. As we'll start right here into the hands of Stevenson. Over to Lucas Dickerson. Wedged on the side of the backboard. Sitting up ahead to number 44. Back to Sitton. Going to hand it off to Christopher, crossing over with Dickerson on him. 7.5 minutes to go right here. Futrell and a foul on Pinion. Obviously not how you want to start the second half. How important is starting the second half on the right note, Dagan?
Well, a lot of people are third quarter teams, so some people would live and die by the third quarter, and the fourth quarter is obviously one of the most important quarters. Probably is the most important quarter. So that decides whether you win or lose the game. So.
Yeah, absolutely. But like you were saying, third quarter, lot leading up. It's the lead into that fourth. If you have a flat third quarter, you can't expect to have a very good fourth one. Driving in now, Dennis going up and under Cole Sims. Gorgeous move there. 7 minutes to play. The Warriors' lead has shrank to 11. 44 welcoming the challenge of guarding Pinion. Pinion going to go at him, lose it, get it back into the hands of Dickerson. Going to hand it off the trip, full head of steam, and head the line for 2. I think that's the third foul on number 44. I'm going to take the headset off and hope I can hear him. That's his 4th personal foul, so might not want to have to learn that one if he gets out of here.
I think that last name may be Paul.
That might have been what I heard earlier. I heard a puh sound. Nope.
Nope, we're wrong.
Yeah, I got nothing on
shot.
that. As Pinion, second free throw up and no good. Split the pair, and we'll keep it a 10-point advantage for now. In the hands of Miffin. Look very aggressive there with those elbows. Glad nobody caught one. Christopher out to the newcomer, number 1, to the corner, 3. Ooh, and a wedgie. And Gage Stevenson just goes up and gets that.
Do we think Gage can dunk?
Yes.
Can? You know that for a fact?
He could probably dunk at the Y. I'm not sure about it here. But if I had to bet on it, I'm sure he could. Very athletic. Out, sitting, 3-ball up, and bad foul on Sims. You can't let a 3-point shooter that struggled from the floor tonight to get 3 free throws courtesy of a closeout foul, am I right?
Yeah, he jumped instead of just closing out.
When you lunge forward like that, I mean, just sets that up. As Sitton converts the first, this can dwindle the lead all the way down to 7 points if he hits them all. Hits the second. Let's see if he can hit the third. Sims picking up his 3rd personal foul. Going to have to be careful. Really need him over the course of the next 14 and a half minutes. Going perfect from the line. Pinion with the ball. It's a 7-point advantage. Dickerson guarded closely. Pinion going to find his brother Tucker driving in. Stevenson had a little bit of room right there. They're not letting them get too many three-point shots up. Stevenson back up to Tucker. It's good. True North three-pointer right over top of number 1 Stone. Sitting, gonna get it over. Christopher gonna keep. Stone over to Sitting now at the right wing and stolen away. Here comes Sims, full head of steam, crossing over, going up, dump down, trip Pinion going up off and got fouled. Headed the line for 2. Great find there from Sims. Seems, I mean, he's got rear view mirrors, eyes in the back of his head.
Fans are not the happiest about that call, Sam.
No.
Sam, would you rather call me Sam or Dykus?
Does not matter.
All right.
I haven't even batted an eye at Sam, as Pinion can't get the first one to go. Here comes Futrell in for Stone, and now here comes a even newer player. That's number 34, Connor Hankins. Pinion, second free throw up and good. Gonna bring it out to an 11-point lead again. If the Warriors can just answer whatever Cumberland County does, eventually they can't catch up, right?
Theoretically.
I mean, if they score 2 and we score 2 and just keep going with that kind of mentality, just keep on answering, you can maintain this lead, as that'll be a foul. Dennis draws the foul on Lucas Dickerson, his third. A lot of Warriors in foul trouble. He's got 3. Sims has 3. I think Davis has 2. Definitely going to have to be careful over the course of the second half. Offensive foul. That's on Dennis. And that's just what Davis brings, a lot of hustle plays that you wouldn't see otherwise, making him move his feet.
Great intensity.
Absolutely. I just love Davis's game and what he brings off the bench. As Dennis, pretty good three-point shooter. He's not going to draw many fouls. If we can keep getting him to get fouls like that, maybe we can get non-Dennis minutes. Over to Tucker Pinion, going to drive in. Michael left alone. Going to find Gage Stevenson at the top of the key. Over to Pinion at the left wing. Driving in with that right hand. Lost the handle. Ball a little bit slippery tonight for Tripp. Driving in, spinning, fading, hitting. They look like a two-hand shot. Tripp Pinion can hit it with 2, can hit it with 1. I'm sure somehow he'd find a way to hit it with no hands. Pinion going to corral it here. Bringing the ball up the court. Behind the back. Gorgeous pass. The 3. Oh, you got to convert on an assist opportunity like that, and it'll be Cumberland County basketball. 41-28 with 4:46 to go in the third quarter on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau scoreboard in favor of the Warriors. Futrell, that's the one guy you got to keep from getting hot, right? Number 25. Dennis, 3, off the back iron. Rebounded by Stevenson into the hands of Pinion, bringing the ball up the court into the hands of his brother Tucker. Going to drive in. Find Davis, who gets a travel call on him. Walk me through that one, Dagan.
So the ball, what the ref saw was Davis, when he picked up the ball, it looked like he almost took a little right step, left step to really make sure he had the ball. I think that's where it came from.
It's right there, a spin move down low. Results in 2 points for Hankins. Pinion driving in with the left hand, going up with the right, off glass and in. I would love to know how many Tripp has right now. 4 minutes to play. The Warriors still up 13. Futrell wide open. Luckily mishandled that one. Going to kick out and now driving in. Sitting. There's a walk called on him. I know Coach Mitchell was furious about that. He was telling the team today during fifth block while I was sitting up by myself that Sitton loves to drive in, and whenever he drives in, that Christopher will come in on the weak side every time.
Wow.
He said Christopher should not score tonight, that they need to be keyed in and stop him from hitting those easy layups.
Speaking of
missed by Davis.
First time I ever met him, I went out to eat with him.
Really?
Yep.
And a push-off. Man, Cumberland County fans hate that call. Dennis whistled for his third.
I think I just saw a kid do a 360.
Technical foul. Who did we get for that? Technical foul on number 5. That's Christopher.
I heard her get some glasses and a bunch of booze after that.
Yeah, they weren't a fan of that, but Christopher must have said something that he shouldn't have had. Sims hits the first free throw. That's his 4th personal anyway, as getting the explanation. Cumberland County's coach, he got a technical foul the last time that they played in Cumberland County. Highly contentious. He got a technical foul and would not sit down, and our crowd went wild. But other than that, really cool guy. He ran up and saw some family that was from Arkansas in that game, blocked there. Had some nieces, nephews, took time with them, and then came up, shook my hand, and told me I did an excellent job calling the game tonight. So love to hear about that. Stevenson rebounded in the hands of Tucker Pinion, who's going to drive into the lane. Euro step, going up with the left. Rebounded Davis, going up, blocked. Christopher with the rebound. Dennis gets swallowed up. A foul. Trip Pinion whistled for a foul. They did not hold up 2 thumbs like people on our side wish they would have. Instead, they held up a fist to signal a foul.
Sam, I think Cumberland was so eager to get angry at the refs right there that they just complained about that foul call.
Dennis driving in, going to kick to Futrell, out to Sitton, who will drive in and kick out. Here comes Dennis in the lane, going up with the right hand. He hits. He's been money from right there, and here comes a timeout. 45-30 with 2:42 to go in favor of the Warriors on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Okay, as we'll take this time to tell you about Elevate Fitness. If you're looking to level up your fitness, Elevate Fitness in Sparta, Tennessee offers CrossFit, cardio, and weight training classes, jiu-jitsu, and addition being the only 24/7 access gym in Sparta. Whether you're looking to build strength, improve endurance, or master new skills, they've got you covered with flexible packages to fit your schedule. Join them at 144 Churchill Drive and start reaching your fitness goals today. Also, we have Farm Bureau Insurance. Farm Bureau Insurance has been building a reputation of trust for over 80 years, ready to help you protect the things that are important to you. See Ryan Qualls, Daniel Braid, Justin Coe, or Kate Cross at Farm Bureau, which is at 141 Churchill Drive. From the ball court to the fence post, Farm Bureau has been covering the Upper Cumberland since 1948.
I believe I heard a fan say that a ref needs to get a new head.
A new head?
Yeah.
I'm interested to see where he could secure one of those. Maybe new glasses. I've always heard that one. But to fully Dr. Frankenstein it and switch out heads, I'm not too sure about that one. 2:42 to go. 45-32 now on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Excuse me. Here comes Trip Pinion, bringing the ball down, trying to set something up. Going to spin, go up with the left hand and hit. Trip Pinion, ambidextrous. It doesn't matter which hand he uses off that glass. It almost always goes in. Here comes Sitton, going to drive it. Stevenson, who will get the rebound and lose it out of bounds. Cumberland County basketball. 2:18 to play here in the third quarter. How does it need to play out for the Warriors if they want to either keep or expand upon this 15-point lead?
Well, if I was them, I would look
Double
more
dribble. he knew it as soon as he did it.
Yeah, I would look to more keeping their lead. I don't know. I guess if they're, since this 15-point lead, if they just keep running it up the score, that'd be great to see. Especially if they got my score prediction right, that would be even better.
Absolutely. Out to Sims, up top, Pinion. Going to drive in, spinning. Going to go and miss that one. Rebounded by Dennis. Poked away and stolen. Pinion spin move. Off glass and missed. Trip Pinion and now rebounded Cole Sims. They're going to have to convert on this offensive possession. Here comes Davis. Kicked out. Tucker Pinion pump fakes in the hands of Trip Pinion with 1:42 to play. An odd sequence here. Ooh, a gorgeous crossover and a foul on Sitton. Futrell just completely lost Trip Pinion on that one. I really want to know who it is saying these things.
Well, I know where two of the voices are coming from. I do not know where that last one came from, though.
Yeah. Pinion at the line again. Let's see if he can hit. Misses the first. That's the fourth foul on Sitton. So a lot of impact players in foul trouble for Cumberland County. If they can get to at least one of them to 5, that'll really dictate how the rest of the game goes. As Pinion will hit that one bring it out to a 17-point advantage. Poked
Great
away and
strip by
stolen.
Tucker.
Yeah, absolutely. Pinion just couldn't corral it. It will remain 48-32 with 1:28 to play. Here comes Sitton with that fourth foul. And the way that offensive foul's been called, he's got to be careful, especially how ferociously he drives in the paint sometimes. Gonna get it to Dennis, also in foul trouble, who misses there. Rebounded out to Futrell for three. No good. Rebounded by Davis. Gonna push with pace. You got Tucker Pinion open on the weak side. Trip Pinion gonna take it instead. Can't get the shooter's touch to go down. Scarborough up ahead to Sitton. Ooh, almost walked there. Out to Scarborough. Down low, gorgeous pass. Dennis going up and one. Davis didn't know how he could play it any better. How could he, Dagan?
Maybe being there a little bit earlier, making sure you cut off that baseline, because I don't know why, but the Rory gym, it's nice, but the goal baseline ratio is a quite large margin.
No, not really. Pinion going to come away with the rebound, as nobody had an answer for Tucker Pinion down there. Luckily, Dennis ran back, or it would have been an easy three from one of our sharpshooters. 38 seconds to play, into the hands of Pinion, who's going to probably hold for the final shot. Swinging it over to Davis. Gorgeous crossover into the lane, going up and under. And he's going to get his own rebound. Kick out up top to Pinion, who's definitely going to hold now after that miss. 22 seconds to play. Looks like they're trying to run a little bit of clock before they take the next shot. Behind the back dribble, 13 seconds left. Here comes Pinion, 10 seconds. Trying to find the weaknesses in this Cumberland County defense. Like a predator hunting its prey. Trip Pinion. Nothing but the bottom of the net on that one. Full court heave, no good. As the end of three will bring the lead out 50-34 in favor of the Warriors on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. As once again, want to thank our sponsor. Thinking about selling your property, but the land selling process has made you turn tail and run. You should instead turn towards Whitetail Properties Real Estate to help guide your entire land selling process by calling Matt Elrod at 931-808-6422 today. That is 931-808-6422 today. Dagan, we're up 16. How much more does Cumberland County need to cut into this lead in the next, let's say, 4 minutes to feel like they got a good shot at it?
I would say if they can get it a shot away from being single digits, I think that they can have a chance, because if they do that, then momentum's on their side, most likely. But I would say it's mostly dependent on their momentum, how well they can build
on the
momentum.
flip side, the Warriors, how small do you want that lead to be and still feel comfortable that you can pull this one out?
Well, preference, obviously, just only grow the lead, obviously. But if I was the Warriors, I would be confident as long as it stayed above 10.
Here comes Sims in the lane, blocked by Dennis, out of bounds off of Scarborough. Gonna stay White County basketball. Very aggressive Sims on that one. Let's see if he doesn't get his basket the next go around. Pinion gonna inbound and nearly stolen away to Tucker Pinion, to Trip Pinion. We are one, says Greg Wilson in the entire student section. They love it. Trip Pinion goes in and draws a foul on double four. He's out of the game before we could ever learn his name. Pinion at the line shooting two. Can bring this one out to an 18-point advantage, which would go a long way. Definitely want to start hitting your free throws right here. Into the game, number 34, that is Connor Hankins. Pinion's first free throw going up and good. 51-34 on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Pending the second free throw right here. Trip going up for it and hitting. 52-34 on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report in favor of the Warriors. who have really come out and dominated this one here tonight. Spinning in the lane, sitting, going up with left hand, couldn't get it to go. Scarborough going up and one. Definitely going to have to start getting some rebounds. That's Cole Sims' fourth personal. If you want to close out a game, the easiest way to do that is limit the opponent to one shot. Am I right?
Yep, and stop any easy baskets, obviously.
Obviously, in the hands of Trip Pinion, only could hit the first two, not the free throw. Griffin out to Sims with 7:20 to play. Up top, Pinion going back and forth between the legs. Lewis, right wing to the corner. Griffin, he's open, take it for three. It's good! If you're gonna disrespect the shot, he's gonna make you pay. Nate Griffin, True North three-pointer there. Sitting gonna drive into the lane and hit. Seth Sitton drawing the lead down to 17 points now. Here comes Pinion and company with 6:45 to play to see if they can't get that one back. Feed the hot hand. Let's see if Griffin can make him pay again. Nobody within a country mile of him. Pinion loses it, gets it back. Crossing. Griffin gonna take. Gonna hit Nick Griffin, 2 for 2 with 2 True North three-pointers. Let's see if they respect that shot now. Futrell driving in, kicking out. Sitton gonna take and not gonna hit. Push out on number 32, Scarborough. Great assist there from Coach D. Love to see him get that ball to Trip Pinion quickly to make sure that we don't hold up too much game action. Great job from him. Tripp going to inbounds with 6:14 to play to Davis. Now going to get it back. We've got Tripp and Tucker Pinion, Nate Griffin, Keon Lewis, and Michael Arcia Davis in there now. Davis going to feed Lewis down low, trying to back down his defender, going up and rewarded with 2 free throws. And right now the Warriors have a 20-point lead. For maybe some of those that didn't get to catch the whole game, kind of describe how they were able to grow this to a 20-point lead with 6 minutes to go in the ball game.
Well, I would say the Warriors made sure that they forced these Jets to take shots that they were not hitting tonight, but that they normally do, and they just never started falling for them. And the Warriors made sure they converted on good baskets. Trip Pinion has hit so many post fadeaways, I lost count. Just great scoring from the Warriors.
Lewis at the line, hits the second. Miffin into Sitton with less than 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Down 21 points. Block foul on Tucker Pinion. That'll be his first. Yes, his first. Second team foul. 5:53 to play. Sitting to inbound right here. This one looks a little bit out of reach, but you wouldn't want to say it's over till it's over. And hands to Christopher Futrell spinning. They have really taken him out of the game. His shooting has been a complete non-factor. In the corner, Dennis going to try and drive. Up top for 3. It's good. That is number 10, Asher Miffin, hitting the 3 and cutting it
to an 18-point advantage for the Warriors on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report with 5 minutes and 37 seconds to play here in the game.
Band really coming alive right here, Dagan. Really going to keep that Cumberland County bench discombobulated.
I'm struggling to hear, so I know well they are struggling to hear.
Absolutely. 5:37 left to play, trying to overcome the noise. What do you think they're talking about in that huddle?
Something that they couldn't hear, so I don't know how much it mattered. Holy, but if I had to assume, they want some fast shots to get to that point. Bunch of threes. They'll probably run a 5 out, or maybe a down screen for an open corner 3. That's pretty common. Put 2 big men, have one run baseline on 2 corner, take both those screens, hit the corner 3. Who would be shooting that? I'm not for sure, because none of them have been hitting their threes for the Jets.
Which is really out of character for them. A great shooting team. We saw that up in Crossville. Maybe just bad shooting night from them, but the Warriors have definitely taken advantage of that. Into the hands of Lewis now. Gonna find Davis. Take it, it's senior night for three. It's good, True North three-pointer. Michael Arcia Davis. Gonna defend sitting here.
These Jets just keep testing these Warriors jump shots, and they fell every time they got
Blocked
it.
by Griffin, out for a Futrell three, who misses again. Going up for it, and finally gonna hit. Christopher no longer scoreless like Coach Mitchell had envisioned, but that Davis three really got the crowd into it. Pinion lost it. Saved by Miffin, up ahead, Futrell. Gonna swing it to Miffin. Miffin, oh, gorgeous fake. $1 million move taken. That was a 10-cent finish. Behind the back dribble to Lewis at the left wing. Gonna drive in and fade. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Christopher into the hands of Sitton with up 19. The Warriors are with 4:20 to go in the ball game on the Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau score report. Sitton. Dennis gonna get in the lane, testing Griffin and winning the battle. Here comes a timeout from Coach Mitchell. As we'll take this time, once again, tell you about Elevate Fitness. If you're looking to level up your fitness, Elevate Fitness in Sparta, Tennessee offers CrossFit, cardio, and weight training classes, as well as jiu-jitsu, and are the only 24/7 access gym in Sparta. Whether it's to build strength, improve endurance, or master new skills, they've got you covered with flexible packages to fit your schedule. Join them at 144 Churchill Drive. Start reaching your fitness goals today. Maybe while you're over there, you want to take a nice little run over to 141 Churchill Drive, and all the great folks at Farm Bureau. They're proud to be your hometown insurance agency with more than 75 years combined experience. They're there to help you with your insurance needs. Stop by and see him today, or call 931-836-3171. In the hand of the Pinion, up to Davis. Gonna find Lewis, gonna drive in. Back out to Davis. Davis, Dennis not gonna let him get another one up. Out for a Tucker Pinion. Gonna pull back out with 3:50 to go in the ball game. Driving in, kicking out Davis. Davis better watch out. Dennis nearly blindside stripped him. Gonna kick it out. Nate Griffin gonna let another fly. Couldn't hit the third.
They respected it that time.
That time, yeah, a little bit more of an honest closeout. Driving in, Sitting, going up, and hitting a high arcing shot high up off the glass. That's a tough one to go down. Great basket there, as that one will cut it to a 15-point advantage. Pinion behind the back, dribbling in, going up with a hop step, and converting. Trip Pinion having himself a night. Deflected by Davis, nearly went crowd surfing. As if there was one guy on the team that would dive in the ground for a loose ball, it would definitely be Michael Arcia Davis. Covering the inbounds well, Lewis on Christopher. Futrell with Tucker Pinion on him. Gonna try and use that sitting screen and throw it out to Griffin. Up ahead, Trip. Gonna throw it off the backboard. That is a dirty play. That is a dirty play on the part of Miffin. He was in the air and got pushed. I would really look at that as an intentional foul. They're going to talk about it.
Well, these fans are not even considering it. I understand that. I'm going to go with one of these refs thinks that he intentionally ran into his legs, which I totally agree with that. Now, another one believes that since his hands were probably not fully extended, they cannot call the intentional. That is what I'm going to go with their discussion.
They're going to side with you on that one, Dagan. No intentional foul and no highlight. That would have been incredible. Davis left alone again. Pull it. Pull it. Not going to. Going to get fouled
it's
out of the game.
Night. Why is he not shooting those?
I don't know, but Christopher just picked up his 5th foul. His night will be done. Into the game comes, oh gosh, it's H-A-N. How do we go? Hankins. Davis shooting 2 now. You said 67 to 49?
Wow, I haven't checked.
64-47, we're close. Well on our way after that Davis free throw goes down. 2:50 to go right here. 64-47 now the score, and that'll make it 65.
Oh, 66.
66. I was about to call it
You've done
65
that
the first
twice.
one. They a little slow on that first free throw.
I think they're waiting to see if they hit 2, because then it's just one button instead of 2.
I got you. Oh, that looked like it was off of Dennis. A great poke away there from Pinion. And Nate Griffin out there at three-point land. If Tripp could have got that one and got it out for an outlet, that would have been a fun time. Stolen away here into the hands of Tripp Pinion. Gonna go up for it. Oh!
Should have dunked it.
Got my hopes up for a Tripp Pinion dunk. The headset would have been tossed, but just went up for the layup instead. Out for a sitting 3. No, not gonna take it. Hankins to the corner. Driving in Dennis. Dennis going up over Griffin. No good, but we'll get some free throws out of it.
No matter what, I was retrospectively probably pretty close.
Pretty close, as looks like Jordan Brown and Darvon Richmond set to check into the game. Missed free throw there for Dennis.
Out goes Tucker Pinion and out goes Arcia Davis. Into the game, number 20, that is Kylis Barrier. Free throw up and no good. Tipped up and corralled. Tripp Pinion coming with a full head of steam here. Gonna slow up, spin move. Tried for a left-handed layup there. Just couldn't get it to go. For 3, blocked! Blocked by Griffin. Gonna push it up ahead off of Brown's fingertips. And that'll be a quick turnover there from the Warriors. It could have been something special.
Yeah, I was really hoping for a dunk somehow in that situation.
Futrell gonna drive in. Oh, shed the defender and did not hit the 3. Tapped into the hands of Pinion with 1:45 to go. Pinion in the lane. That is too easy, ladies and gentlemen. Tripp Pinion. How many do you think he's at?
At least 30, right?
I'm sure. Seems like every time down the court he scores. That is Haneke. Hannickson, Haneke, I'm going to have to double check. Hankins.
Hankins. Yeah.
Timeout right here. About to check in the game, Cole Sims. Out comes Tripp Pinion, who deserves a huge round of applause for the game that he just got done playing. Sims going to have to find somebody, going to find Futrell.
Is
Tripping
Dickerson
foul.
fouled out? I don't think so. I'm a little shocked at the non-Dickerson sub right there.
I agree. 1:19 to play. We'll see if he checks into the game any. As we'll have number 1. That'll be Stone to inbounds it. Gonna have to move the scores table a little bit. The Broyles gonna make way for him. Ooh, tightrope act right there from Miffin. 1:15 to go. And thrown in the hands of Griffin. Behind the back. Into the lane. Down to Lewis. Oh! Now that is a dangerous play. Lewis laid it in, got hit in midair. Slow to get up. It's an and-one opportunity. He's going to walk it off.
Wow.
That's the second borderline intentional type foul that we've had.
Wow. And check Broyles now using the table as a foot stand to lighten the mood a little bit.
Oh, boy. Biggest ovation of the night. It's Lex Winfrey, and they will call an intentional foul. I don't know how you don't.
Jack Carpenter.
Jack Carpenter as well, but people are excited to see Lex, who just doesn't look like he should be in a basketball uniform.
No, he does not.
Just does not have a basketball build. Lewis.
There's a reason he's wearing number 34. Just throwing that out there.
1:07 to play right here. In comes number 21, Jack Carpenter, and number 34, Lex Winfrey. Out goes Griffin, and somebody else. Out goes Lewis. So great game from both of them. Great career, definitely a great season. Sims going to find Richmond, going to find Carpenter, going to find Brown with 61 seconds and now just 1 minute to play here
Jaywalk. Jaywalk is coming into the game.
Bringing out everybody as going deep on that bench. Lex! Oh, my goodness. That looked like it was going to go. Big grin on his face. Here comes Davion.
This gym would have been electric if that would have went in.
Absolutely. I mean, the Roy's roof would have been off. As 46 seconds left. It's not quite 67 to 49, but 73-49 is not too bad, Dagan. And, of course, he hits the three to ruin it.
Yeah.
33 seconds
He has
left.
something against me.
Absolutely. Didn't hit all night. Does so there. Did he throw that behind his head? I'm not sure. Futrell going to go up. Scoop layup. Good. 20 seconds left in the hands of Jack Walker. Kind of a Michael Bridges type. Long, lanky. That shooting form. And he's number 25.
Wow.
9
a lot
seconds.
of connections you have right there.
7, 6.
Will he shoot it? I think he might as well pull
I
it.
don't
He
think
won't,
he will.
but I would
Be
have,
nice.
you know.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Your Ryan Qualls final score report on senior night, 73 to 54 in favor of the Warriors. A big win for the district standings, a big win for the home crowd, and then a big win for the 8 seniors. Love to see that. They're back in game action Tuesday night against Upperman. It'll be homecoming. Be sure to be here, be loud, be proud, and if you can, as always, tune in to us. Dagan, tell me, how much does that win mean?
Well, I think not alone for just this game, put another win in our district, but I think that'll give us an even better chance at beating Upperman. I know they're that good. Ty Cobb and Bronxton are great athletes. Ty Cobb has dropped many points on me throughout my career of basketball. I've lost to my 80 points, 40 points. I think he's outscored my entire team before.
That is,
so he's an
a
exceptional
great
player.
And that'll be definitely something to tune in. See us on Tuesday. Until then, I'm Sam Dykus.
I'm Dagan Phillips.
Signing off. Thank you so much.